last session, you guys delved back in once again to the multi-dimensional apartment complexes in a different section of the Fortuna districts, the Ventura district, which is closest to you guys. You were able to more or less avoid most of the problematic doors through the use of Cal looking under the doorways and making judgment calls. And from there, you eventually found your way back into the Mind Flayer's ship. The main goal of this was to find out information to see if the Dark Elf Syndicate were actually still under Mind Flayer control or if they were not. So that way you may or may not be able to trust them or know you're not walking into a trap. If you were to go on to their submarine option to go to the Mind Flayer base. From that point, you guys started clearing out Mind Flayers and little brains with legs left and right. And things have been going pretty good, more or less. You guys took a little rough patch, I believe, in the last few combats. Spells are starting to get a little thinner, and you guys decided to take a short rest in the area where you first entered. After exploring the few places, you did find a stairway that leads down, which leads to another apartment complex that had 20 doors to the left and 20 doors to the right, and you guys decided, nope, screw that, close that door. You did also find, as you started to kill more Mind Flayers, they started to retreat, as near as you could tell. As a result, you were able to clear out the first floor pretty easily, and you were able to find two cauldrons. One cauldron that seemed to have a coalesced, condensed vat of souls. For their purpose, you do not know. The other one was a scrying cauldron that was currently set to be scrying on Iodic's main apartment, not his secret hideout apartment. I believe Dan pocketed that after he spilled the water down the hole. Speaking of the holes, there were two holes that you discovered that one led way down far and the other one led down only a short distance. You don't know where exactly either of those go, but you did hear sounds of pitter-pattering and things walking down the smaller hole, which is in the main entrance where you came through. That is where you believe these Mind Flayers have been going to, either downstairs to wherever that is, or upstairs to a large double-doored room that you guys decided you would explore later. Otherwise, you haven't figured out too much else, but you are still looking for that piece of info to tell you yes or no, and possibly take over the ship. That was the other idea, so that way you had a ship to do with what you please, or just to destroy it, either one. That's still up to you guys.
Keep it.
You don't know how to pilot it.
I want to keep it. I don't care.
But yeah, you guys are currently in the entrance where you first started, which was a storage room. The compatriots that you have with you, Zaire and Ovlin, have been taking a short rest with you all, and unless anybody has any specific things they want to do, then we can just do a perception check for the short rest.
Fine by me.
Yeah, I don't got anything.
I got nothing.
All right. Anybody have any questions for me otherwise?
Sorry, I'm still trying to do the perception check.
We could be resting in a Leoman's, right?
In the
In
what?
the what?
A Leoman's tiny hut.
I mean, we can.
Live in a tiny hut.
Yeah. So
By the way, my perception check was shit. So.
I can ritual cast that.
I had a bad perception check as well. I only got.
Did you?
I only got a 13.
It's better than my 4.
24.
15.
Wow. That's got a full 20 more than me.
Having a plus 10 helps.
I got a
I'd
19.
say so.
Get good, bitch.
Pretty good rolls, all said. So, you guys did decide to do the Leoman's tiny hut.
I think that would make the most sense. It's a
No
safe
reason
place.
not to.
Okay.
Doesn't use a spell slot.
Nope, it's ritual.
And I can't remember. Can you hear outside things from there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't believe it blocks sound. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it's just like visually opaque from the outside.
Okay.
Does it have to be visually opaque?
I think you can make it as transparent as you want.
Like, is there a slider like in Photoshop?
And
Just a
I
little
command
lever.
the interior to become dimly lit or dark. The dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose, but is transparent from the inside.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
So
It's
we
like
can see out
privacy
of it.
glass.
Yeah, they can't see in.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, I would say on that good of a perception from you all, Rez, since you got the highest, you would hear this the best. The others would probably hear this after you mentioned this to them, especially those who rolled lower. For the first like half hour of the short rest, you don't hear much. Just the ambient squelching of this living being that you're in. Not the most pleasant. But after about another 15 minutes, as you're getting near the end of a short rest, as everyone's kind of caught their breath and starting to get ready, I would say you do hear the sounds of stone grinding on stone. That sounds like it's coming from above. And you hear a faint sound of lots of water splashing from beneath you.
I will communicate that to the party. Those who don't hear it.
Somebody check the door.
Yeah, I guess I'll step out of the hut to crack the door. Is it still the hallway out there?
It still is. And
Cool.
you would not have heard this from the hallway because the hallway is still silenced.
Yeah.
But I will tell you one thing, Dagrim. When you peek inside the hallway, you're kind of having to second guess yourself. Were all the doors always open? They're all flung open.
Yeah, they were always open.
Somehow I feel like that's not the case.
Yeah, I'll go back to the group and be like, yeah, all the doors in the apartments back there are open.
Did we leave those open?
I don't recall.
Look at our newer compatriots. Did you guys open some doors back there?
There looks over at Ovlin. Ovlin just shakes his head back and forth. Nope, none of us did.
Rosie?
I don't think so.
Huh, weird.
Concerning.
I mean, they're preparing something, obviously.
Yeah, but isn't there like a lot of bad stuff back there too?
Sure is.
Feels like the ship is moving.
Like we're landing. Or perhaps just moving underwater.
That's concerning. None of us can breathe underwater.
Well, two of us don't give a shit, but
Well,
the rest of you, yeah.
you sink because you're metal.
Yeah, I don't love the idea.
Being
I
at the
pref-
bottom of the underground sea.
I would prefer not to drown.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I'd float. I'm made of skeletons.
Yeah, actually, AAA would be fun.
Let's just hold on to AAA. Use our flotation device.
Yeah, you are buoyant.
Are we surrounded by the sounds of moving water, or is it just from below the ship?
It is just from below the ship. And I would note one brief thing that I did not mention, but I did mention last session. When you guys went to go check the smaller pit, you saw that it led down, but in front of you was a large glass pane that was just dark and underwater. So you do know the ship is at least underwater.
Oh, right.
Okay.
We did have
But
the
I would
challenge.
say below you, you are hearing sounds of water. All above you, you are hearing the sounds of stone grinding on stone.
Do we hear any sound, or I guess did Rez hear any sounds of like commotion, like footsteps? I guess they hover.
It's a squelchy in here.
Hmm.
It's hard to make out specifics.
Okay.
I feel
I
like we
would
don't-
say on the 24, I could refine. It sounds more like water splashing than it does like rushing water.
Okay.
I don't think we're underwater yet.
Then we won't. Is there a window? There's a window with us underwater, Dan.
I know. I don't think the whole ship is underwater. I think there's an upper deck
Mm.
that is above water. We're like in the part that is technically submerged, but the ship is floating.
I guess we have
overall.
seen one door that goes up.
So should we go deal with the top deck first or
Well-
below deck first?
The only way to go down is through those pits, which is a pretty big commitment.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we go up, that gives us control of the ship because the bridge would be up there, right?
Well,
Like,
my assumption is that that door that goes up is going to be like that pit that goes down, and it's going to lead to another apartment complex.
Kind of what I'm thinking.
well, there's
But
only,
we might as well check it out.
there's only one way to know.
Cal can do it.
Come on, Cal. Go do
All
what we
right.
pay you to.
After 15 minutes, because we have to finish our short rest.
Yes.
Yes.
But I am
Okay.
tired.
All right, so I would say, yeah, the rest of the watch passes by without issue.
Okay.
So everybody, make sure that you rolled any HP dice that you needed to, refilled any spell slots that you may or may not get back, all that good stuff.
DM, I don't get any spell slots back on a short rest.
I do.
Well, aren't you special?
I'm a wizard, baby.
You don't get all your spells. You just get Arcane Acuity, or whatever it's called.
Recovery. I get
Arcane Recovery.
7 divided by 2 plus 1 because of my build. So
Okay.
I got some slots back. Restocked my silver barbs.
So we'll go check out the upstairs door
Lovely.
then.
All
That's
right.
the plan.
So you guys will head up the stony stairway to a large door, and let me at that.
Oh shit. Oh god.
So here we are.
So it's not an apartment.
I think you.
I would
did-
say
Go ahead.
I will summon you once I place everybody here.
Yeah, he did say that that door was different, I believe, than the one.
It was a large stone door,
So there is
a large double door stone. Summon. Right, sign. Go. All right. So yes, you would come across a large stone door at the top of the stairs.
Does it look like it has a lock?
looking at it, it does not.
Well, perfect. Rez, why don't you go listen to the other side, see if you hear anything.
I'll put my weird dragon ear to the door.
All right.
What do I hear?
So I would say on your passive, you would just mostly hear squelching and light pitter-pattering of small feet running about.
Could I try for an active perception check?
Yes.
No.
Okay, 24 again.
24, nice. On a 24, I would say you would pick up the pitter-pattering. That sounds pretty similar to those brain with legs
Right.
that have you been interacting with. You would also hear on occasion the sounds of stone on stone grinding again. This time much more loudly and clearly, and it sounds like it's coming to the right, or it's coming from the right, from this door, say. To the left, it's mostly just more squelching. You can't really make anything else out.
Okay. Sounds like more of those brain dogs.
Mm.
Alright. Can I ask the rogue to very carefully crack the door? So I could slip Cal in to take a look.
Incidentally,
You just go ahead.
well, I was just gonna say we also do have disguise hats if we want to do a different approach this time.
I mean, we take an hour to attune to those.
True.
Also, I'm pretty sure these things talk to each other telepathically, so they'd know as soon as we didn't answer correctly.
And for what it's worth, Love, they were able to find me right before I stabbed it.
True.
Oh, he called you love. He got a crush.
Yeah, he's gonna regret
Good
that.
luck with that. Yeah, go with Dan's plan.
All right,
That's
he
Cal, I think.
steps up to the door and cracks his knuckles as he stretches out, and he goes to very carefully put his hands on the door and just try and push. And you see him push more, and then he tries really hard to push. These doors are a bit heavy.
Really?
That probably wasn't ever as strong.
Oh, you try pushing it then.
Yeah, Dan, give it a shot.
Look at him. He slaps it, and it's just a solid stone.
Quiet, motherfucker! God damn it!
Only at stone shape.
I'll just gesture to Rez then.
Worth noting, I have a point of exhaustion, so I'll have disadvantage on this. But I'll
Well,
give
you're
it
the
a
strongest
shot.
person in the room, so
I'm
Hey, you need a crowbar?
I'm slightly strong.
then you should
You
help.
can assist me.
That means I get rid of your disadvantage.
Yes.
Here, you use Old Lucky, too. He hands you a crowbar.
Sure.
How old
In
is this
case you
crowbar?
need it.
Is it
This
like
crowbar looks very well used.
Well, it's destroyed now. I rolled a natural one.
rusty? No, you have advantage. Oh, you
I
don't,
don't
have advantage.
straight
You have
roll.
normal.
The crowbar just snaps.
Well, Rez,
Lucky!
I put my hand on
Wasn't
your
a very good
shoulder.
crowbar.
I put my hand on
He
your
just
shoulder.
holds both pieces in both hands, looking at it.
Here, I
Made
have
so many doors for me.
I have a crowbar. I can give it a try.
Also, I'll give Rez advantage on the next initiative roll.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no
Is
problem.
this just like a strength check?
Yes, this is a strong check.
Does a crowbar help at all?
Yeah, does a crowbar help?
It gives you advantage.
Advantage.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. Oh, thank God, because that was a 2.
I like how he gave you a crowbar after you already had someone helping you and it broke.
15.
15.
Enough? Maybe?
You're pulling, you're pushing, and on the bright side, while the door does not fully open, you are able to open up a small crack.
Okay.
For what it's worth.
That's enough for me to look inside and see what Cal
That
is.
was what we wanted.
All right. So you want to have Cal take a peek in.
Yes.
So I would
So
say,
this- oh.
go ahead.
Is this door moaned at all?
No, it is
Okay.
stone. So
This is
you
not
go
a
in,
groany door.
and you would see down the right, you'd see another set of doors. Instead of the usual flesh-shaped sphincters, these are stone doors. And looking down to your left, you see another long hallway, a path to the right, and another set of doors.
Any creatures?
See nothing around.
Okay, it's clear. If we file in quick, we won't get dropped on. So let's just push through the door and get everybody on the other side.
So should I try to open the door again?
I'd say, yeah, if you want to try and open the door or push the door farther,
Yeah.
I'll
need
help
another
out,
strong check.
Deathbringer.
Thank you.
I cast guidance.
Ooh, yeah, that's what it's for.
Wait. What is that a...
D4.
E4.
Okay, I think I'll probably get this door then, because I rolled pretty good. An unnatural 20.
And with that, the stone door creaks and glides opening the way.
I think Rosie just, like, stands outside the door and pants for a second, because she literally has 10 strength, so...
Yeah, that was fucking heavy.
I can't believe I did that.
I'll give Rosie a pat on the shoulder. Good shit. As I walk past.
All right. So, yes. So to describe, yeah, there is a hallway to the right, going facing down the left way of the hallway. Then there's a door. Alternatively, to the right, there is another door. I would say that is where Rez heard the stone grinding sounds were coming from, and I would say you would be able to hear that fairly clear now that those large doors are open.
Does it sound like anything that we would recognize? Like, is this like
Give me a nature check.
a nature check?
Yeah.
Why, I have a +0 in nature.
I'm
Whoa.
smart. I can do that.
While he does
I
that,
got a
Rez is
12.
gonna go over here real quick.
I got worse than that.
Can't you use the clockwork? Or is that wisdom?
Clockwork.
The clockwork amulet?
Oh, the ring?
Yeah.
I could do the ring. Sure. Nature is intelligence, right?
Yep, nature's
Yeah,
intelligence.
okay. Alright, I have one more charge on that ring.
Why couldn't
Okay,
it have been a religion check?
Dirty 20.
30-20, eh? I would say
Come on, Dean. We got some smart cookies in this group. We could figure some stuff out.
it's true.
But
it's
would
true.
Dan have ever known of this thing being from the city? That's the important part.
Hey, look. I got a 20. I can suss out stuff.
Maybe
Roll for-
Dan read books.
Dan, roll streetwise.
I literally just rolled a 20.
I would say the grinding of stone against stone. It's hard to pinpoint exactly, but I would say, Paul, you would not know of any particular creature or anything that would make this kind of noise. You can at least make out that something sentient is doing this, at the very least. Whether it's like a flour mill, that's what it immediately reminds you, where it's stone on stone. But you can clearly tell something sentient is doing this. Whether it is a creature or multiple sets of creatures, I would say that would be hard to discern.
Is it a consistent noise or is it like kind of random?
It's
Like-
very random.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we
That's
should go that way.
confusing. I was gonna say we should probably clear the hallway, just so
What
we're
the-
not snuck up on.
The hallway is clear, isn't it?
Well, there's an open passageway.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
go
see.
peek
you mean.
around that corner while they're doing their thinking.
So I would say while they're looking, yeah, Rez, if you want to peek around, you see a double set of double doors.
Damn.
What
Quad
the fuck?
doors.
Okay.
Who builds
Yes.
this? Mind flayers. Why am I asking ostentatious
Well, how
motherfuckers?
does it work? Are they next to each other, or are they across from each other?
They're next to each other, the doors.
So it's probably there's like a central pillar in between the two sets of doors. so
Or it's a
Is it
hallway.
like a left door and a left door next to each other, and a right door and a right door next to each other, or is it like
It is like a big
door?
door that opens up from the middle, and then another big door that opens up from the middle, right next to each other. If you look in Tailspire, you can see what I'm talking about.
It might be that there's a wall between them, so that it's two separate hallways.
That's possible. It could be the bathrooms, male and female, like
Do
Cool.
mind flayers shit?
That's on
I
the
mean-
mind play, right?
They shit their brains
I
out.
assume everything poops.
I don't know, man. Mind flayers fucking build themselves hella advanced. Maybe they've outgrown pooping.
This feels unprotective. I don't see any creatures in this hallway.
Can I do an intelligence check to see if mind flayers poop?
Sure.
The important questions.
How's it going,
Wouldn't
Riz?
that be a hit?
I got a 10.
I mean, they have to eat something, so I mean, it only makes sense something would come out.
I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, you make a good point.
Yeah. Nothing's so advanced it doesn't poop,
I mean, robots don't poop.
as far as you know.
I feel like
I'm
Dan
pretty
would
con-
know.
I'm pretty confident we don't poop.
Skeletons don't poop.
Also true.
Normally skeletons aren't alive.
As just
Also true.
absolutely fantastic this conversation is, and how much it really just warms my mind. Can we move on to a different topic, please?
I agree.
Thanks for bringing that up,
Which
Rosie.
room do we want to look into first of the three?
I vote stone grinding.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fair enough. Well, we're gonna need someone to open those doors again.
I would say the
Rosie?
room where it's stone grinding, these are much smaller doors for what it's worth.
Oh, okay. Cool.
These are more normal sized doors. People sized doors.
These ones, I think, is where you said the stone grinding was coming from.
The ones on our right.
Here,
Oh, over here is where the
yeah.
stone grinding?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I would say Rez, as you approach the door, the sound of the stone grinding on stone stops entirely.
Do I hear any talking, communication? I guess they just use mental
They
stuff, so I wouldn't hear that.
I would say the only thing that you can hear now in that room is light pitter patters with feet. Now that the stone grinding has stopped.
That's not good.
I will go back to the group.
Does the stone grinding start again?
Does not.
There's not a trigger.
No.
If there was a trigger, it's been set off by me. I think if we walk in that room, all we're going to be doing is fighting brain dogs.
And probably something else that could tell you were outside.
Probably.
Okay. I mean, do we want to let them get an ambush on us? Because I feel like fuck them, Like maybe we camp out somewhere. We'll wait for them to make a move.
Okay.
I mean, don't they kind of have the advantage of knowing more of the routes around the ship?
Unless it's a dead end.
True.
One thing I would like to interject for you, Dan, on that Nature 20, just to kind of give you a little more info. Now that Rez has gone to it and the sound stopped, a light bulb kind of goes off in your head, and this sounds similar to mimic behavior,
Mimic behavior.
where things can change shape.
Huh.
As for the creature, you're not exactly sure, but this sounds like a creature that would be able to mimic something.
Weird.
I feel like I'm more
I mean,
confused.
I tell the party, but yeah, I'm not sure what to make of that.
Dan, what do you? How'd you know that?
Fuck if I know. I don't know. Just some book I read, I guess. This just sounded exactly like it.
Books don't describe sounds well.
I know. I don't know. It just came to me. It's got to be a mimic. It's got to be.
Okay.
Of some kind.
Rogue, maybe you can. Well, they speak telepathically. Rosie, they can't read your mind.
I do have a ring of mind shielding.
She should be the one approaching the doors, if anything,
Maybe.
because they can't read her. They have to knock.
I can't really argue with that logic.
So, am I doing something then?
I don't know, but we should make a decision. Which door do we want
Yeah.
to go through?
Yeah.
I mean,
We're just
Those
kind of
people
doing
are-
nothing.
I think those people are already alerted. The sooner we take them out, the less chance that they let everyone else know that there's more problem to come.
Yeah. The problem is we're gonna get fucking wailed on as soon as we go in there.
Yeah. Also, we spend an hour waiting, so everybody who knows, who's gonna know, knows.
My question is, why didn't they send a force to come and get us?
They're short-handed.
Perhaps.
I mean, protect the most valuable assets, you know? If you ask me, the big doors is where I'd look if you're looking for the final boss type stuff.
You never go to the final boss first.
Yeah, because then all those fucking mooks sneak up behind you.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta take
Good
out the
point.
backups.
I'm just saying that's most likely what's behind those doors.
I mean, potentially.
It's possible.
It's speed
What else they
running.
gonna put there?
I mean, Merkel had a similar set of doors in his chamber, so
Yeah, exactly. See, he's the final boss. If you
No,
got
he's
on the
not-
bad side.
yeah. I mean, he's always the boss.
Weirdly, I do kind of agree that we are at our best at the moment that we can be. Maybe we should take on the toughest challenge we can come across, rather than wasting our resources on a bunch of brain dogs.
I have concerns about being snuck up on from behind.
That would be my concern as well, because if we get pincered, that's
Yeah,
not good.
that's not good for us.
Yeah, I'm usually the one coming up from behind. I don't like other people sneaking up on me.
I think we should clear these side rooms, personally.
I mean, how bad that can they be?
I don't know, but I think at the end of it, I'll probably be pretty low on resources.
I mean, we got some cigars.
Not health. Other things, Dan.
Spell slots?
I didn't know you had other things.
Yeah, it's weird how it works.
Yep. You got spear slots? Spear slots and spell slots?
You just have spear slots too.
She doesn't
I
spear.
mean, if we're just trying to, figure out our options here, I mean, I could peek through these doors. These look pretty tiny.
Which doors?
Can you manage these?
The small doors, not those big doors. I can't push those.
Well,
If you
They'll-
feel up to it,
they'll
Don't let
read
us
your mind
impose.
as you go towards it, as far as I understand it.
Just go for it. We're not doing anything else.
But if you see anything,
I'd
run
say
back.
everybody else hug the walls.
Yes.
Alright. Hugging walls.
Yes. Make sure we're all in a 30-foot cone, please.
Yes. Okay. So I would say he is going to fiddle with his he locks. Yeah, some moog locked this. And you hear a very light tick as he unlocks the door and just very carefully peers in. Takes a look. Closes the door again. Well, I think we may got an option. As he walks over to the party, relocking the door. There's like 4 pillars in there, and yeah, like 2 dogs. You know, the brain dogs.
It?
Pillars?
Yeah, it's like they're stone pillars.
Did you see any doors?
Nope. Oh, I did see a table with a bunch of papers and books on it too.
Dan, you like books.
I mean, we came here for intel, so that's valuable.
Yeah, technically, we're not here to kill a big boss. We're here to get intellect and
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
yes.
Honestly, I could probably get to that table and back before anything could do anything to me.
I can make you invisible. So I guess Dan could do that too with a lesser spell slot.
I don't think I may have prepared invisibility. I don't think I did. I did not.
Okay.
I'm fine with being invisible and getting some papers.
The only thing is that it's my only 4th level spell slot.
That's a big
And if you
spell
can,
slot for this.
if you can make it there and back in 1 round, then I don't think you really need invisibility.
Do we have any way to bar this door so nothing can get out?
Anyone got an immovable rod?
I thought we bought some. I don't have one though. I don't think.
I don't have one. That'd be a good thing to buy in the future, though.
I don't have one now.
Where's my stupid little thingy majiggy?
Your robe of useful items.
Yeah.
They should make a robe of
Well,
useless
the problem
items.
is I can get to the table and back in a turn if I want to,
Nope.
but I'm not gonna be able to just grab papers that quickly.
How far is the table from the door?
30 feet? 40?
Oh, I could do that. Shit. Yeah. Rez,
We
don't-
probably should.
I got
Yeah.
these shoes. I got these fancy shoes. I could do it. I could do it.
Doesn't everyone have those fancy shoes?
No, these are the fast shoes.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
They got fire decals on them.
Yeah. See, I got these little.
To make
I
them
got
go
these,
faster.
I got these stickers that make me go fast. Little lights on the heels.
Oh
They're-
shit, you got the upgrades.
They're
Yeah, man.
healings.
He's got the Velcro.
I need to get a pair of those next time.
Dan will line up at the door for it. He'll.
Alright. Yeah, he'll walk over and say, be quick now. I don't know.
Yep,
What
yep,
all
yep,
else?
Yep, 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 yep.
Alright, he's going to quick undo the lock.
I will ready an attack action.
Okay.
To distract them from Dan.
Oh.
Okay, so I would say, yeah, we'll open the door, and I feel like that would probably be initiative here.
Oh.
What
I
do
guess that
we
makes sense.
see?
So you open the door, and yeah, you see 4 pillars and about 3 dogs as you walk in briefly, or run in briefly.
That's not 30 feet.
That's not 30 feet at all. You fucking goon.
I said 30 to 40. He was gauging.
How does he
Alright.
not know exact distances?
You Langus.
Tell me how long your arm is right now. Is it 3 feet? Can't do it, can you?
Yeah, roughly.
Well, I rolled a 4 for my initiative.
All right.
I rolled a 20.
And rolled a dirty 20 plus 22.
9.
Wait, you got advantage on your initiative roll.
I have disadvantage because I'm exhaustion.
God damn it. Well, at least I got rid of your disadvantage.
Appreciate it.
Clark, I will need your initiative. AAA.
He told me he's always ready for combat. He is muted, though. Clark.
Nat 20. Whatever his numbers are plus a 20.
Bones are dexterous.
So 23.
Okay, so he will be going first, but I imagine he'll probably just hold his turn because nothing's happened yet.
Well, if there's gross animals in there to kill.
There are. So
David just doesn't want us. David just doesn't want us to kill anything. He wants Dan to die.
I mean, if you want AAA to blast, you can have him blast.
Do it. Blast.
Blast him.
Come on, AAA, you got
AAA
it.
rolled a 2.
Oh, plus?
Whatever his numbers are. 2 plus 10, so
I
12.
roll a 2. I would never roll a 2.
Hey,
Well-
he's here.
You need to be here to roll it then.
Actually, that would have hit Dan.
12 would
Plus
hit.
10. That would hit the intellect devour. Yeah,
Alright.
I don't have that high AC.
Well, he still hit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear my name.
Well, you shot an intellect devourer.
Yep. You got top initiative
Was that the first beam or second beam?
First beam.
for the first.
Second beam was at 15.
That'll hit.
And it's 1d10 plus 5. So that is a 15 damage.
For both in total.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to roll for the first one. That was 11 damage for the first one. 15 damage for the second one.
So 22.
Yes.
11 and 15. Yeah. No. 11 and 15.
11. Okay. Yeah. You
Okay.
launch out your Eldritch Blast, and it just blows this brain up into goo. That's one down. Okay. And unless you have anything else, I believe it will be Dan's turn.
That'll end my turn.
Okay.
Alright. Dan
And we'll
will boots of speed 60 feet across the room,
Vroom.
grab all the papers he can, and dash back.
Okay.
Just
That's-
fucking shovel them into his bag.
Mhm. Okay.
Not his bag of holding, though. Just his normal bag.
Just a bag.
So I will say, as you run towards the papers,
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
you are going to see something odd as these thin, tendrils start to pop out of these 4 stone pillars, and they're going to make opportunity attacks against you. As they reveal themselves as a large eye and mouth opens on all of them,
What is this bullshit?
tentacles pouring out,
How much range do they have?
long.
Fucking ropers.
There you go.
Cute.
You got it. Okay, so let's do some roping.
Now, did you trigger all 4 opportunity attacks, or is
Yep.
he getting hit by the first one and then realizing, oh, there's ropers, I should stop moving?
I'd say you'd probably get hit by at least the. Well, actually, they have range to reach him from either spot once he enters the
I mean,
room.
if Dan's intent was to just dart across the room, I think it's fair that they would all take their attacks on him.
I mean, either way, they have the range to reach him, whether he's just entering or at the papers. So either way, he would get opportunity attack.
Deeply concerning.
So let's see. That will be a. Wow. I got 2 19s and 2 3s. So 2 19s plus their stuff to hit is 26 each for those hits, and then 10 for the other hits.
Well, the 10s miss. The 2 19s are probably going to hit. I can only cause one of them to reroll is a problem.
Shield, maybe?
Heal's not going to be enough. Heal will get me to 21. And that's 19 before they roll, or before their junk. I don't think I'm going to be able to push that off. So, I think I'm probably taking a hit.
Okay.
Probably 2 hits. Honestly, that's worth burning one action just to get hit and grabbed by one of them.
Yeah, I would say on the plus side, these do not do any damage. They are more just lashing out to try and grab a hold of you.
That's okay.
Well,
So
here's a question.
Hmm.
Am I out of their range? Because the opportunity attack triggers when you leave their range, right?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
And if the 2 that are furthest from me are able to fucking hit me as I'm approaching,
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what is? I guess we don't know what their range is, but I thought you were running through the table. Surely
I don't
you'd be
know what their
leaving
range is.
something's range.
Well, actually, I would say, yeah, if it's when you leave the range, I forgot about that. I
Yeah,
would say you would
going
probably
into
be
it.
able to grab the papers, and then as you're headed for the door, that's what would trigger their
Yeah,
opportunity attacks.
that would make more
That would
sense.
make the most sense
okay.
because of that.
That makes sense.
So I would say, yeah, as you're trying to run out, a bunch of these tendrils just run out to fly out to try and grab you.
Snatched by 2 of them.
So Danny
Yes.
is stuck on the far side of the room then?
I think I'd be stuck where I am, just as I'm
Yeah.
trying to leave the room
So like
instead.
he goes forward, you see him sprint forward, and then he comes back, and then just boom, he gets stuck one tendril on each arm.
Got
And
it.
then they slowly rip apart.
Okay, so they grab me. I can't move.
You are restrained and have disadvantage on strength and saving throws.
Yeah, I have garbage strength save, so that's not good. I would still have my bonus action, right?
That is true.
Okay. We'll burn a Misty Step then, just to get out of there.
Very nice.
So, whoop, 30 feet into the hallway.
Boing. And the tendrils just fall flat,
No
trying
touch.
to grab around something.
Okay.
Okay. And I would say their turn. Go anywhere. This one would move.
It can move.
It can. Very slowly. That's as far as it can move. So it would be
Jesus.
Rosie's turn.
You should shut the doors.
I feel like we should just shut the doors.
Low-key.
Oh, is Dan?
I'm out. Yeah, I got the papers.
Oh, okay. Then, I guess. Oh, why am I so far away?
That's where
I
David
would say
put you.
you'd probably be. Yeah, you'd
Okay.
probably be closer when knowing there would be combat. So
I'll just shoot something that I can see until the doors are closed.
I would say you would see the one that is slowly wriggling its way forward. Probably shoot that one.
Okay.
So you run forward. Pew pew. Give me a roll to hit.
Okay. $18 plus 8.
That'll hit.
Oh shit. Okay, this is max damage, David.
Very nice.
Kill it.
300
These guys are
damage.
Yeah, no, they're ropers.
Yeah.
So that'd be 33 damage.
Okay. Still a very solid hit. You would hit this thing square, like right through the mouth, and you would just see blood start to pour out of its mouth.
Well, I have one more attack.
You do.
Will a 16 hit?
16 will not hit.
Okay. Wait, why am I so close now?
I thought you said you were going to close the door.
No, I said I was going to shoot until the door is closed.
Oh, okay. I misheard.
Got it.
I thought you were going to say I was going to shoot and close door.
He's trying to kill you, Chani. Don't let him do it.
I know. That's why I was like, "What are you doing?" You sir.
Chani, you suddenly are engulfed.
I'm trying not to die, David.
You get eaten by another fucking monster.
Nom nom nom.
You can't escape
Okay.
it.
It
David,
is,
that's my kink. You can't do it in your campaign.
it's
Stop
Roper
it.
2's turn. Alright, he's moved. Then we have like very dead. Rez, it's your turn.
Me close doors.
Alright. You close the doors.
I'll use my object interaction to take like 10 feet of rope and just tie the doors shut as tight as I can. I don't know, tie between the two handles and just knot it.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that's doable. Anything else for your turn then?
Nope. I guess I'll back
All right.
away.
Okay.
Alright, well that
And
went
I
well.
would say after that it is Zare's turn, and he is just going to get up to the lock and hear it as he relocks it, just in case the rope fails.
Good call.
Problem solved.
Good policy, I think.
And
Did we actually
I
get a
think-
decent amount of the papers off the table?
I mean, Dan
I'd say-
literally would have just fucking arm across the table
Yeah.
into his bag.
yeah, I'd say there wasn't very many papers, so yeah, you would have been able to get all of them.
Cool. Well, let's check out the other side.
This time I think Rosie should be the one that approaches.
I feel like the guy who can unlock the door should be the one that approaches.
I would agree with that.
Are you trying to get me killed, Dagrim?
No, I would never do that to the,
He would never bring death upon the Deathbringer.
yeah, like upon the Deathbringer. I just know that you have a ring that helps so you don't get found out about.
Okay.
We'll send a rogue guy over there.
Name's there.
There.
Up to it.
Alright, so yeah, you see him just slink along the hallway as he gets to the door.
I feel like we could probably fall a little closer than that, but yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I just can only move so many at once.
Yeah.
So many, by so many, I mean all.
Yes. I can
Um,
only move all
so yeah.
of you guys.
he would peek in and he'll just describe what he's seeing. Just looks like a pretty straightforward room. You got 2 brains with legs and one brain eater.
What are you doing?
Kill him.
Yeah,
It's
might
like
as well
they're
clear
just
him out.
little brains with legs they seem to be like cleaning the place. I think they're doing weird things to the floor.
We have
That's upsetting.
numbers on him, so we might as well take him out.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Kill the big guy as fast as possible.
the big guy just looks like he's making sure they do their job. I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really look like much is in here.
Do I have anything I can throw at this motherfucker? Not really.
Perhaps
Guess
I could
me,
try-
maybe we just do the rope around the doors and just lock it in. Doesn't look like there's much here.
I approve of this.
I'm okay with that.
I will dedicate some more feet of my rope.
Concerns about these guys breaking out, but okay.
We could use the crowbar across the door as well.
Depends how the handles are designed.
GM, are the handles designed in such a way that you could pry or keep it closed with a crowbar?
It would say yes. They would be able to have like a crowbar placed like right through the door or right through the handles.
Well, I think that's a way to go about it then. I mean, we can do the rope too. Fail safe.
Well, whoever's got a crowbar they want to dedicate to that.
Rosie, you have a crowbar?
Mine's broken.
Are we gonna leave the crowbar here?
We can get you another crowbar.
Well, I think we might. What if we need the crowbar in the future to open another door?
We could come back for it.
I mean, if we're taking the ship, we're gonna have to clear it out anyways. So
Let's just kill them then.
Are we taking the ship? Is that the plan?
I mean, I'd like to take the ship. That'd be a sweet fucking find.
Thought we were just gonna get info here.
Yeah, it seems like more of an info grabbing mission. Taking the ship will get us on a very much wanted list, I assume.
I'm pretty sure we're already wanted by these motherfuckers.
Look, the door's tied off.
Yeah,
Let's actually keep the junk.
Alright.
You just said they were motherfuckers. That got me thinking.
Oh god.
Ow. Okay. Look, focus. If we can take the ship, I vote we try to. But if not, then fine, we bail. But it would be an asset.
I don't
Where would
disagree.
where would we park it?
On the warehouse.
I mean, yeah, we just park it over the warehouse to fucking Nautiloid.
Not inconspicuous.
Yeah, we just hang a big sign on it.
I mean, it
Property
wouldn't
of-
look like a mobster car.
Property of the Deathbringers, don't touch.
So yeah, I mean, we can just rope off the door then.
Yep. Alright. Do your thing one more time, Rogie.
With the big doors, you can do it.
Pierogi.
I'll even cast guidance on him.
You really think I'm gonna be able to open up those big things?
Alright.
Casting guidance.
With guidance, you can do anything.
Guidance is the key to
Could
victory.
also borrow Rosie's crowbar, so you could open them with advantage.
Yeah.
Using that to hold that door shut?
No,
Yeah,
we're
that's
not,
door
We're
shut.
not doing that.
we are not.
Okay.
Good. We just roped it off.
Only thing guidance is gonna give me is a sprained arm.
It's a D4.
Alright. Roll is strong. See if he can do anything.
Advantage and guidance.
How much is guidance a D4, you said?
1D4.
Alright. The rogue, who is very weak, canonically stays very weak. He got a 13 minus 1.
Even with
Big-
the +4, or with
You
the
big
potential.
baby.
He rolled a 1 on guidance.
All right.
He pushes and strains, and he just slumps. I told you, I'm not opening this thing. I'm not cut out for these doors.
Why do we even keep you around?
Do you want me
Jeez.
to give it a
Punching
try?
holes through people.
I
I'm
will
good at that.
assist Rosie in this.
Shouldn't you be the one doing it? And
I
then.
have disadvantage.
Oh, right.
I mean, technically, no, because Rosie could roll with advantage, which is good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, 15 plus 0.
That with advantage.
Yep.
Well, on the plus side, you're able to open just a small crack of the door on a 15. These doors are fucking heavy.
How did the mind flayers
Alright.
even open?
Can I
them?
peek through the crack?
They're psychic. I'll have Cal take a. Well, if you're already there. Yeah, you look.
So, peeking through the crack, you see quite a sight. You are going to see a large spinning map with various locations marked floating in the air of this large area. And all around it are mind flayers and little brains with legs and these very large floating cacophony of eyeballs, essentially.
That's upsetting.
And it looks like it has an eye in the center of it with many tendrils that end in eyes up at the top, but down below it looks like more characteristic tentacles drooping down below it.
Biblically
yes.
accurate angel.
Exactly.
It's a mind witness.
I don't know what those
I
are.
don't know what that is.
It's a beholder.
Also,
that's been-
how many mind flayers am I seeing? If I
There are
count-
3 mind flayers, 4 brains with legs, and 2 of these floating tentacle eye boys.
3 mind flayers, 4 brain dogs, 2 tenty boys.
Yes.
Okay. That's what we're up
You see,
against.
there are these mind witnesses are holding up their eye stalks and tentacles to project out this image in the center of the room, which in Tailspire, sadly, I do not have a model for. Surprise,
Oh.
surprise.
Sure.
Alas.
Okay.
Well,
We doing this?
this is going to be a hell of a fight.
What do you know about these mind witnesses, Dan?
They're beholder kin. That's about as much as I understand about them. So, expect raise. Expect bullshit.
Noted.
How far apart are the mind flayers from one another?
On average, the closest one, or closest to each other, is about 5.5 tiles.
25 feet.
What's the furthest distance?
Furthest distance is 7
7?
tiles. Yeah.
I can work with that. Okay.
That's fireballable.
I can fireball that. Dan will step forward to.
We should get in position.
Yeah.
I will say the door is still just cracked ajar. You will
That's
have to
enough.
push more to get it open.
That's enough for me to see it.
All right, that's fair.
But is that big enough for a fireball to shoot through?
It's big enough for what I got planned for sure.
Fair.
I would give myself advantage on my next initiative roll.
All right. So let's say we will I would say Dan will probably start us out with the fireball here. So let's roll some initiative here.
Initiative first.
Oh my god.
And this will, if I'm doing initiative correctly, this would mean that if you're later in the turn, this would use your turn.
This would
Essentially.
be my action, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
4.
Triple A good. Triple A got 21.
27.
17.
Plus 6, 24.
All right.
I have advantage automatically and a plus 6.
Right.
Rosie, you said 24.
Yes.
What was your dex versus AAA's?
I have a plus 1 to dex.
I got a 21.
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought you got.
I thought it was 24. Never mind. Okay.
So, wasn't it Dan and then
Dan, Rosie, AAA, Dagrim, and Rez in player order. If I
Yeah.
got that correct. Okay. Roll for these guys here.
How high is the ceiling, by the way?
This ceiling is about 20 feet.
Oh, perfect.
I don't like when you say that. Okay. Got everybody in initiative, and actually it works out, Dan, because you're first. So yeah, you would peek the door, or I would say you would look through the door just barely. There you are.
We're at the wrong door.
Yep. And yeah, you would be able to launch out a fireball.
Well, so here's the thing. Is there a 20-foot radius that I can get all 5 of those creatures? The mind flayers and the 2 little buggers next to them?
Let's see. I would say like right here. Looks like that would do it.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna center a wall of fire there.
Ooh. So is it just going to encircle them?
Yes. So when the wall
Just like a
appears,
circle.
yeah, each creature within the area makes a dex save, and on a failed save, they take the fire damage.
Okay.
One side of the wall selected by me when I cast a spell deals the damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. A creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
You want it to be a
I think I'll just
You want-
have it face inwards.
okay, I was going to
Whatever
say
different
trap them
damage.
in or trap them out.
Trap him in, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, isn't fire kind of works both ways?
Not
Well, you
this
can
spell.
stand safely close to one side of the wall. Actually, no. I'll do outside. I'll do outside the wall. Like have it facing outwards.
Okay, so if
The-
they want to
the
walk
inside
outside of
save.
it,
Yeah,
if they
the
want to
inside
walk
is
out,
safe.
they have to take damage.
Well, no, they'll take damage regardless. But if they step inside the wall, they won't take any damage at the end of their turn.
But they'll be then stuck in fire.
Yes, they'll be trapped by the wall of fire, and they won't be able to see out of it.
Okay. And do they need to make the dex save now?
All 5 of them need to make dex saves. Yes,
Does this also do 8d6 damage?
it does 5d8. It also triggers at the start of their turns.
I thought it's triggered at the end of their turns.
It triggers any creature that ends their turn within 10 feet of it. They also take the same damage when they enter the wall for the first time on a turn or end their turn there.
So not at the start of their turns.
No, when the first time they enter the wall on their turn.
On a
Which-
turn, which is now.
It's triggering now, and then on their turn, it'll be the first time that turn, the 4 of them that are currently encapsulated in the wall will be inside of it.
Mm.
So 4 of them will take an additional 5d8 on their turns.
Okay.
And then one of them is just currently stuck inside.
So let's see. Mind flayers. We will have dex. So they have 17, 15, 17,
Failure.
nat 20,
Success. Failure.
and that's for the mind flayers and the intellect devourers.
Who succeeded?
One of the mind flayers.
Damn. All right. Pretty
this
good
guy would-
damage.
Just narrowly dodge.
That'll be 10, 24, 26 fire damage.
26. Okay.
Eat cooked.
So I would say you start out creating this wall of fire, and immediately 2 of the brains just immediately flop over onto their backside, burning and scorching. 2 down. And then, let's see. Wish I could keep this bubble. I cannot. Try to remember it.
I mean, you could create some fire decals in the middle of the room.
Yeah, there we go. Building.
It's a concentration.
It is.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, slow down.
I'm getting there.
That's too small. What's all
I'm
these
getting
tiny?
there.
What's this
I
little
just-
circle?
I wanted to place them all, or get them all placed at the very least.
All right, I'm watching you.
Makes me think of the jump rope from Mario Party 2.
Low key.
Not a perfect circle, but it'll do.
Good enough.
Yeah. The top guy, for what it's worth, was inside the circle when it went off.
Yeah. No, I got him. He's,
So. Well,
got
like
fire
actually
on him.
on the inside of it. He's not on in the
Okay.
wall.
So he's actually in. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he won't take the damage on his next turn. He's just surrounded by flames.
Okay.
All right. That's Dan's turn. He'll back up away from the wall
All right.
or away from the door. We're getting cover so that they do not disrupt my concentration. So around the corner.
20, 30. You still have your boots of speed active, though, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you'd be able to make it from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just keep an eye out with Cal. See what's going on.
All right. And then that brings us to Rosie.
This door is not open.
It is not open. It is just open, partially open.
Fuck it. She'll kick it open.
Boom.
Boom. Boom, bitches.
Just the
Wrong
gat
check.
going.
What?
Strength check.
Oh,
Wrong
fuck.
check. It's still a big, heavy door. You pried open.
16.
16, you said?
Yes.
I'd say you're able to open it enough that you could squeeze through. It's like you kick it, expecting the door to fly open, and it just moves forward just like a little bit, and you're able to wedge yourself through.
Wait, I have a question. Does that count as my action?
Open the door.
Because
I mean,
if that
I don't think
does-
so. I feel like that would be. What's that?
It's like an object interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. So if that is so going to be my turn, I am going to change my turn.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair. I would say, I mean, technically that is an object interaction, so rules as written.
Okay, so then I will do something else. Then I will just hook my.
You,
But
get-
you
you
get
get one
free
freebie.
object interaction once
Oh,
per
I
turn.
do?
Yeah, you get a freebie
Oh,
once
I
per
didn't know
turn.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll still do that then, and then I will. Guess walk into the room and go to a far left corner as much as possible.
So, far left, 15, 20, 25, 30.
What's the range of fairy fire?
60 feet? Or is it 120?
60 feet.
60 feet.
All right, I will go ahead.
I would say, for what it's worth, these two mind flayers you would not be able to see from the wall of fire. These two here. You would be able to see the big floaty boys, and you would be able to see this one and the two small boys.
I'd be inclined to say get that leftmost guy and the mind witness.
I'll see how many people I can get with fairy fire.
What is that, a 20-foot square?
I believe so.
Yeah, 20-foot cube.
Who are you targeting?
I'll target everyone close to me.
Okay. So 20 foot. Well, that's 5 by 5 by 5.
4 by 4 by 4.
Oh, 4 by 4. 4.
No, I'm not
Oh,
even
yeah.
gonna get close. Getting the.
It'd be
Okay.
like that.
You get either the mind
Uh,
witness and the
If she angles it, she could get them in the corners.
Plette. That's not how grids work.
It's how geometry works, damn it.
Okay.
That is real combat, David.
What?
Jacob.
Was
Mhm.
it?
Nothing. Not me forget.
Does that mean we
I mean,
can
yeah.
use angles and Renaissance then?
We have
Yeah,
been.
but
That still doesn't get everybody though, right? Because he's basically on the outside. That's okay. I'll just shoot people instead. Never mind.
all right.
I don't know which one's more terrifying.
Big floating ball of eyes, the brain with legs, or the guy who wants to eat your
I'll
brain.
vote for the big floating ball of eyes as the more terrifying.
All
one.
right.
I would say kill whoever you can. One of them has been damaged already.
Which one's been damaged?
That
The
would be
elephant.
this mind flayer.
Okay,
Oh.
then I'll shoot him.
Fair.
Yeah, reduce their action economy.
Okay. 14 plus 8. Will that hit David?
14 plus 8 will hit.
7 plus. God, math. $30 damage.
30. Very nice.
And then I rolled. Is he dead?
He is not.
Okay, I shoot again. 17 plus 8. That hit. Cool.
That hit.
Make him hurt.
$28 damage.
Very nice. He definitely is not looking great after that, but he is still standing.
I can finally fucking use it. I'm gonna use action surge.
Oh shit.
I don't want to die.
Do it again.
19 plus 8.
19 plus 8 will hit.
So 7. 28 damage.
28. Alright, so that will take him down. He
Yay!
is kill.
Cool. I will shoot my Wait, does action surge count as like an extra?
Yep, you still get 2 attacks with your action attack.
I will go ahead and shoot big ball guy.
Alright.
I got a nat 20.
Hey.
Awesome.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. So that's 48, correct?
You double your damage dice.
Oh.
You-
Right.
yeah.
Plus 8. 4. 4.
Oh.
My dash. It gone. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Wonder what happened.
I don't know where my dice went. I'll be right back.
Darn.
Oh.
I guess he doesn't get hit as hard.
No, I found it. I am
I
back.
found it. I found it. Wait.
Okay. 7. 40 damage.
40. Ooh. That is a big hit. As you shoot out and just pop off one of these tentacle-looking eye things and just gets ripped off.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Bean's just gonna be my bodyguard.
Okay. I would say it is the Mind Witness's turn, and he is going to hover over to you.
Bye, Rosie.
He is going to attempt to bite.
Oh.
No biting.
See if he can hit. Does a 20 hit?
Oh. Oh, what a bundle.
Can you shield?
Do you need to
Oh yeah, I'll use
cards?
shield. I'll cast shield as a reaction.
Okay.
I have shield, so I think that makes my AC a 25 till
Yep.
the beginning of
Yeah,
my
till
next turn.
next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was literally meets it beats it.
Okay, so then he will make another attack. He will do a. He will try and hit you with as many tentacles. Ooh. Ooh. Speaking of crits,
No. Wait, Bean. Bean does his reaction. Ha. Fuck you.
and what does that
Yeah.
do?
Deflect attack imposes disadvantage on the attack.
Gosh darn it!
Yeah.
Never get away from
Yeah.
silvery barbs.
Bean goes hiss, and the mind witness recoils.
Yeah.
That's not gonna hit.
Yay.
Yay for Bean!
So Bean.
Bean did his job.
Stupid cat. Right. So that would be his turn, and that will bring us to AAA.
So, anyways, I started blasting.
So,
God.
You are a robot.
Can't understand you, Clark. Sorry.
You
You're
are a
turning into a
robot.
robot, man. I have to disconnect and reconnect.
Is he better?
Viper.
Oh
Nope.
God.
Nope.
Meat more.
You're still robo.
You could try using your data versus.
I
Oh, that sounds
Oh.
better.
That's better.
was using my data instead of my Wi-Fi because my Wi-Fi is weird with Discord. I switched back over to my Wi-Fi now. So, okay, so I'm gonna start blasting at the one trying to eat Rosie's face.
All right. So you will
Probably.
begin.
Yeah, move
By the
forward.
way, if you're willing, this would be a good time for haste on Rez. Up to you.
You want me to use it?
I'm down.
I wasn't sure if we were saving it. Okay. So I will also haste Rez before I leave.
Are you going to yeah, you're going to quicken that so that way you can do your Eldritch Blast and the haste.
Isn't haste an ability?
Haste is an action.
It's
Yep.
yeah, it's an action.
Are you?
It's
Mine's
a
showing up
spell.
under.
It's from the phylactery,
No,
right?
mine's showing up under an ability. It's not showing up under.
It's from the phylactery, which gives you the ability to cast the spell haste, and
Yeah,
casting
it
the
is
spell
still-
haste is an action.
Yeah, it's still a spell in all ways normal. It just basically grants you an extra spell known, essentially. That has its own spell slot. So if you wanted to do both, you would have to quicken haste, and then you could do Eldritch Blast because that's a cantrip.
Okay. Sure. I guess I'll quicken haste. I'm still trying to figure out where the haste is coming from again.
From
It's-
you drank a phylactery very early on in the campaign, which
And
is
that
a
gave you
potion
a-
that gives you the ability to cast a spell.
Oh. Okay. For some reason, I always thought it was. I thought it was just an ability that activated.
Nope.
Anyway. So yeah, I'll quicken haste onto Rez, and then I will pop out of the door and blast Eldritch Blast the person trying to eat Rosie.
give me some rolls to blast.
It's a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
And a 29 to hit.
Those will both hit.
And then 11, and 9, so 20 total damage.
Okay. Very nice. Anything else on your turn?
Do I have enough movement to pop back inside?
Yep, you'd be able to.
Okay, I'm gonna go pop behind the door, back outside the door again.
Okay. Easily done. And yeah, Rez, you feel like you just snorted a line of cocaine and did 3 cups of coffee as AAA incants his magical haste on you before letting out several blasts onto this giant ball of eyes. And
Thank you
after AAA's turn, that will bring us to Dagrim.
All right. I would like to move forward into the room. I'll get off to the right side.
Okay.
Yeah, right there should be fine.
Okay.
And then, sure, I'll go ahead and cast Banishment on the Mind Witness.
Ooh. Okay.
It's a Charisma saving throw.
Thank you. Things are not very charismatic.
Are you casting that on the damaged one or the one that's not damaged yet?
I'm casting on the non-damaged one.
Okay.
That is going to be a 15.
He had to roll an 18, so he is banished. And if he is from a plane that is not native to this, he will be returned to his home plane if the spell lasts the minute.
Is that a concentration then?
It is a concentration.
Yeah, he has to hold concentration for 1 minute.
Alright, so I will keep him hidden for right now. He is blooped.
And then, do I have another bonus action? Nah, not really. Let me look at my spells real quick. Nah, I should be good. I'll just hang out.
Okay. And that brings us to most of everybody else. Alright, so this Mind Flayer, he starts his turn.
Dex save.
Yeah, Dex save. Does get advantage. He's a mindy boy.
Advantage.
Yeah, they have advantage against magical. They have magical.
Magic resistance. They have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
What the hell?
Okay. Dex. That is going to be a whopping 16.
That's a
I think that
failure.
fails.
Burn, bitch. Okay, so that is 15. Was 13, so 25, 28, and even 30.
30? Okay. You hear the sounds of squelching and sizzling coming from the door, or from behind the door, Dan.
Delicious.
It smells like calamari.
Mm. I can't smell shit, so I will rely on the others for that information.
Okay, so can it reach 5, 10, 15, 5, 30? You would not reach. So I would say what would make the most sense is he is going to use his blast on you, Dagrim.
I had a feeling.
Because you are the only one within range that he can see right away from here.
Well, I assume he's gonna move as well. I don't
Yes,
think he
he-
wants to sit next to that fire.
Oh, no, that's fine. He can stay there. That's fine. He doesn't
So
even-
I will need a intelligence saving throw, Dagrim.
Uh-oh. Here comes the Mind Witness. Uh, 17.
Oh, you are successful.
Hell
Hey.
yeah.
Good shit.
When it matters.
All right. You can see his tentacles raise in frustration as he retreats behind the wall of fire, outside of the range for it to hurt him.
How far is
also-
he?
So, let's see. From Dagrim. Oh, wait, how far is he from the wall?
Yeah.
11
Looks
feet.
like
Oh, now he's 11 feet.
yeah. He backs up far enough where he's like, okay, that's not too hot.
Oh,
Try
Like
and
it's
get
sitting
the
next to a
natural moment.
bonfire.
all right, smart guy.
Did the brain have to also succeed on the mind blast?
He hasn't gone yet.
It does.
Oh,
have to
he would
because,
have been.
uh,
He would have been in range.
one,
Yeah, he was
so
right in the
let's
cone
see.
as well.
These things are not that smart though.
Right.
Dogs are used to it.
Yeah, you see this thing or this mind flayer emit a pulse of mental and psychic energy, and the brain just explodes.
Nice.
Friendly fire.
All right. That will bring us to the only devourer that's left. He is going to skitter,
Ooh, someone's so
and
smart.
scuttle. Skitter and scuttle over to Rosie.
No.
No,
Someone's got a big old brain in there.
No.
And
No, I'm dumb.
he's
Quick,
going
Rosie,
to
drink
try-
alcohol.
I'm stupid, actually.
Don't look at me.
I don't have a big juicy brain.
I'm a big dumpy.
I'm a dummy.
I just got a big dumpy.
I thought that's what Plette said.
I'm a big dummy with a big dumpy. Don't look at me.
All right, the claw attack is not going to hit, but let's see if he can try the other ability. I will need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
You got
I'm
You good at
that.
these?
Good at those.
Easy.
You got this.
Until I fucking fail.
You have luck. Don't waste. Don't
You
forget it.
You can't.
Oh
lose.
wait, does the puzzler wit ring work for these, or is that just?
No,
skill
that's an
checks?
ability check thing.
I just wanted to double check. 14 plus 9.
You are immune to its effects.
Yeah.
For now.
All right, so that one, it couldn't do jack shit. So that will bring us to Rez. It's your turn because everything else is dead.
Sweet.
Bring the
What's that
hurt.
like to hear? Okay, so I'm hasted, which means speed is doubled as well.
And you get an additional action.
Cool.
You only get one bonus action, so you can only flurry of blows once per turn.
Yeah.
Waste.
I think I'll do. One bonus action. I've got 2 actions, but one of those actions can only be used to attack, dash, disengage, hide.
The wall is pointing out, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the mind flayer can just stay inside that ring.
Yeah, but he can't see.
Oh, okay.
Can we hit the mind witnesses from the ground? Like, are they low enough that we could punch them?
They're currently hovering about 10 feet in the air.
Okay. Then that will inform what I do. I will use my bonus action to ignite soul. Then I will. Let's see, set the key points down to 0. Then I will use my normal action to activate Rain from Above. So I get, let's see, 3 turns of wings unfurling. Let's see, key points. Yeah. Puts me -3. Jesus. And then I will use So I have these 2 fiery wings that come out of my back. I'm gonna fly over to this guy, which I'm sure I have plenty of movement for.
Mm-hmm.
Rez is like
Now you can fly.
Yes. And I will use my hasty thing to attack. Take the attack action.
Okay.
So, first attack, 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Yeah, we'll make it a stunning strike.
Okay.
Needs to make a Constitution
13.
save. 13, that's a failure.
Okay.
Moish.
And he will take. Oh, give me your dice. 12 damage from that.
Oh, damage. Very nice.
And then I believe I can still extra attack on this hasted attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do the other attack. I have advantage on this one now because he's stunned. It's 26 to hit. And an additional 13 damage.
Okay. All very solid.
And that's my turn.
Okay. This thing is looking pretty bruised and battered. Got bullet holes. It got punches. It's currently dazed the hell out of it, out of its
This is just
sword.
playing whack-a-mole with the eyes.
Yeah. All right. That will bring us to the Mind Flayer in the Ring of Fire. Let's see.
What will you do, Dumby?
That's a good question.
Do a backflip out of there.
Do it, pussy.
I would say he is going to, having heard punches and gunfire coming out, he's going to head up this way. So let me see if he can roll dex good enough. I imagine he's going to take some damage.
Yep. First time on the turn, he walks through the wall.
Got to get out of there some point. And they don't have fly.
Well, he couldn't fly over it if he wanted to. The ceiling's 20 feet,
Oh, there you go.
and the wall is 20 feet tall.
As far as I understand it, you don't get a dex save if you move through the wall. It's only on the first roll.
Really?
Yeah, it's make a dexterity saving throw on a failed save to 5d8 fire damage when it appears, and then one side of the wall is selected as hot. Deal 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within the wall, or
You're right.
yeah, it's not a save. They just take
Look
it.
at that.
Oh, so he just takes damage.
He
If
just
you
takes
move, if you move
he-
through it,
He's gonna take 32 damage.
Ow.
Jeez.
I rolled 3 8s, a 5, and a 3.
Goddamn.
yeah, Wall of Fire is a good spell.
I am a fan.
Actually, I rolled good that time. That sucks. Well, he sees some tasty targets there. So let's
No.
try doing this.
Don't do it.
He is going to cast a spell on you, Rez.
Mm-hmm.
Could I see him from the door where Cal is hanging out? Or no?
The only person in line of sight for that is AAA.
Where's Cal?
He's on. He's
Oh, yeah,
on-
I wouldn't have put him right there. I would put him here.
I'm in line of sight for what?
Oh, you can see the Mind Flayer
I mean,
casting a spell.
would you have put him like right in front of the door like this?
Yeah, Cal can't be hurt.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
Do you need me to counterspell it?
I'm gonna try to. How far away is he from Cal?
Let's see.
Yeah, you could make an argument. You can't. There's a wall of fire between you and him.
Yeah.
It is pretty
I will-
close, but it's 15 tiles, so that's
45 feet? Or
45.
no,
Wait,
15
no.
times 5 is...
75.
Yeah, okay, I couldn't reach him.
Um,
Sorry, guys.
that's
I
okay.
can
That guy's
counterspell.
gone.
Not from this range.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too far away.
What's the range between me and them?
Nope.
75 feet.
Cal's even closer, and he's still out of range.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm 60 feet out.
Yeah.
It's counterspell, so.
Let's see. So I'll need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Rez.
Oh, he's a monk. He should be fine. He should be fine.
I do have a thingy. Oh,
Okay.
wait. Nope, never mind. I don't have a thingy.
All right.
Sorry, I do actually have to make my wisdom saving throw for last turn though, just to make sure. Okay, that's a failure.
That's not a good start.
Well, that was for the. I'm just gonna take some psychic damage equal to my martial arts die. Gotta do that quick. Okay. Then I will roll this one. Intelligence save, you said, or wisdom save?
Wisdom.
I'm getting very lucky. That's a 21.
You are very lucky. As you felt your mind attempt to be controlled, but you were able to shunt it out as this mind flayer glares at you.
Rez just glares back.
What did you just do?
You're next.
And then it is now these guys' turns. They rolled so fucking low on their initiative. Oblin is going to come out and he's going to assess the situation. Let's see, probably here. I think that there's a wall. Let's see. He is going to... He's just going to quicken and twin some spells here. Going to do a bunch of damage. Okay. Hit. Okay, so you're going to see two kind of warbling, shifting orbs shine out from his hand and strike the mind witness and the mind flayer in the back as they burst in a shower of cold and ice on both of these, freezing and breaking off chunks of both of them. Then he's going to quickly back out. The farther away, about here. Will be his turn. There is going to come out. He's going to be able to get to this guy. Get up behind it, and let's see if he can. Yeah. Okay, so he is going to sneak attack the guy.
Can we hit it from the floor?
So he is doing it with a short bow.
Ah, gotcha.
He's just basically pointing up, looking at it, and he's going to strike pretty much right in the middle here of it. That is going to be some good damage. Stuff. Oh, there's some good damage. Right. So He runs up and just looks right up, shoots an arrow right through the middle of this thing, and this thing just deflates as blood and gore just spill out of it right onto him.
Lovely.
I shouldn't have stood under it. That'd look cool. And he's just going to sheepishly walk over to the wall, knowing not to clump up. And that brings us to the top of the order with Dan once again.
Oh shit. Dan will walk to the door and firebolt the mind flare that he can see.
Okay. Yep, you'd be able to see this one here.
Nat 20.
Oh shit.
Eat shit, you bastard. Wait, what is a firebolt, a D8 or a D10?
D10.
D10. So that'll be 4 D10.
Woo.
That's a bunch of 6s and a 7.
Yes, that doesn't sound bad to me.
So 25, I think that is?
Damn.
6, 6, 6, 7? Yeah, that's 25. Alright, 25 fire damage.
Very good, very good.
I back up to the corner.
To the corner or behind the wall? Behind the door.
Around the corner, Well, I guess I'll get behind the door since the door's not open.
Okay. Fair.
I'm out of range.
Okay. That's fair.
They can't
Okay.
see nothing.
And that will bring us to Rosie.
I will shoot mind flare closest to me.
Okay.
A buggy.
The mind flare or the brain with legs?
I'll go mind flare because I'll get disadvantage if I shoot.
Close range.
14 plus 8.
That'll hit.
A 1 and a 7.
Ooh.
That's bad. So 25 damage.
25. Not bad,
And-
not bad.
The second attack is a 13 plus 8.
That'll hit.
7, 4, 28 damage.
Okay. He is looking rough from the first hit, and then you just follow up with another hit, and yeah, you just pretty much hit him right between the eyes. His head flies backwards, and he flops onto the ground.
Nice.
So, he's dead.
And I'll just stay where I am.
Dagrim, does he have an opportunity to make any saves to get out of banishment early, or it's pretty much you just have to hold on to concentration?
Looks like I just have to hold on to concentration. There's no... He fails the saving throw and kind of ducks there.
Sucks to suck, huh?
But in a minute, he'll come back if he's from this plane of existence.
All right. So that was his turn, so nothing will pass there. AAA, it's your turn. There's one brain with legs still visible, and there's a mind flare behind a wall of fire that you cannot see.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll blast the little thing on legs then.
All right.
I'll pop the chamber and blast away.
Bang, bang, bang.
Give me some bang bang.
24 and 27 there.
That'll hit.
The quality pickup line.
Give me some bang bang.
Give me some bang, bang.
12 and 10, so 22 total damage.
Give me some bang bang, baby.
You let out two Eldritch Blasts. One hits the left side of the brain, blows it away, and the other one hits the other side, and this thing is just legs that flop down.
Can I make sure that I'm within 60 feet of the mind flayer
The tricky thing
Well,
is you still need to be
can't
able to
him right
see him.
now. You don't know
Yeah.
which way he's going to come out from the wall of fire.
Okay, well, can I be on the opposite side from the other person that can counterspell? Dan, I think.
Both of you are on the same side.
Yeah.
Can I be on the opposite side, or no?
That's way too far.
I don't have enough movement speed.
Yeah, there's not really a good option for that because it's right in the middle.
But you could pick a side.
Yeah.
Do you want to be on the side of Rosie and Rez or me?
If you're trying to get into counterspell range, I would hazard a guess be where the party is. Although that
Okay,
does make you an enticing cluster for a mind blast.
Okay. I don't know. Where should I go?
That's up to you, man.
I would say that it'd probably be in my best interest if you're near me, because I'm holding back a mind witness, and if I drop concentration, it'll come back.
True. I'm gonna guard him.
Okay. You'll be over on his side in counterspell range, but also near Dagrim here.
Just in case.
And that will bring us to Dagrim's turn.
All right. I'm gonna cuddle up close to Dan. Good luck, AAA.
Jesus.
Come protect me, bye.
I forgot I was next to the turn.
That's funny.
But I will cast Bless on my way out, targeting Rez,
What
Ovlin.
does that do?
Are you sure that's not concentration?
Oh, that's concentration. Yeah, never mind.
Having
Hold
played
on.
cleric, everything's fucking concentration, and it sucks.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're correct. I will just get next to Dan and be like, "Yo, Dan.
Hey, buddy.
There's a mind witness that I'm trapping in another plane real quick. I'm just gonna hang out with you."
That's fine. You just chill.
There's a big mind fuck, man.
Don't even sweat it.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
Okay. I would say after Dagrim's turn is now this Mind Flayer's turn. And he is going to...
Oh, is he within 10 feet of the wall?
Nope, he's still 11 feet out.
Ooh.
Step a little closer, idiot.
I would say it's hard to make out with the roaring flames, but you would hear a faint pop.
It exploded.
He's dead.
You
Huzzah!
must have got him.
And that was his turn, and that is going to put us out of combat.
Until 48 seconds pass.
Wait, can I go? I mean,
Yeah, I would say yeah. We after his turn it was Rez anyways. So if we want to keep initiative order at least for this
I have
round,
120 feet of movement here, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go investigate
So
where the fuck he is.
you move and there is nothing here. Ignore the empty spot.
He went through the hole.
That was just me accidentally earlier.
There's a hole in the floor.
There's
Get
not
him.
actually a hole. Okay.
There is not actually a hole. There is nothing here.
Okay, I'm just gonna use, just to be sure, I'm gonna use Predator's Instinct real quick. So
Okay.
as bonus action, I'll just spend one key point. Double check the penalties table. None of these are good.
Rez can be at 3 exhaustion. It's fine.
Yeah, trying to avoid that. Yeah, we'll do one key point.
What does that give you again?
Blind sight out to 30 feet. And I think if I had movement left after flying over there, I'd just kind of sweep around this back area and see if I can sense him.
Okay. I would say you would not sense any form of life here aside from, the ship that you are in. However, with blind sight, I would say you would sense, as you're just kind of flying around, you'd sense a faint intake of air from this side of the wall.
An intake of air.
Like you feel like a light pull of air coming from this spot.
Like a passageway.
One could say that, but you look at it and it's just a wall.
Okay. Let's do. Yeah, fuck it, I never use this anyway. I'm gonna use the burst on rain from above, so I'm gonna essentially make an explosion of fire standing right next to where this passage would be, or whatever it is.
Okay.
See if I can damage it or open it or something with just an explosion. So technically, if it matters, it would take 1, 2, 3, so 6d6 fire damage.
Okay. Roll the damage.
Okay. It's 18 fire damage.
Okay. So I'd say, yeah, you land and let out a explosion of fire as these walls around you begin to crumble. Let's see. Here. And a doorway reveals itself. Get rid of the hidden block thingy.
What the fuck?
Oh god, he found out how to use hidden passages.
I've always known how to use them.
What the fuck?
See a very narrow hallway.
Do I see the mind flayer or no?
You do not.
Okay.
I would say what you can see looking forward is you would see what you saw similarly on the first floor, which just looks like you are underwater for about halfway, but above you can see light.
Sorry, say that again. I can see water.
So half of it is underwater, half of it is light.
There's a window, and you can see water going up halfway up.
At the far end of the passage?
Yeah, at the end of this passage, yeah.
Okay. I'll call out to the group. Found his escape route.
He escaped?
One of them did. I don't know if we're still in combat, but I technically have these wings for 6 more seconds.
Okay. I'd say we are no longer in combat.
Oh.
Wall, get rid of your wall.
The one mind witness doesn't come back?
Oh yeah. Good question.
So the minute passes.
Well, the minute doesn't pass technically, because we're rushing over there now. Like.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. If you guys are rushing over there, we'll still be technically in initiative then.
Well, if the minute is up...
The minute is not up.
The minute is not up. Dan is maintaining the wall of fire just to see if he can cook a mind witness.
Okay.
I will say the mind witness will reappear where it's showed up.
Where it was.
Where it was.
That's fine. I have vortex warp.
Okay. So, yeah. If you guys all want to walk over here, you can see what Rez is talking about. It's just very narrow passage.
Charge forward.
All right.
Not me though. Someone else, because I'm still concentrating on this thing. Anybody? Any takers?
I and any takers. Zare just walks forward, covered in the guts of the mind witness.
Attaboy.
How's it look?
It looks like a bunch of brainy boy shit. There's a bunch of knobs and buttons and levers.
Ooh.
Oh, Triple A's going.
I'll go.
Oh.
He wants to push all the buttons.
Oh boy.
Hold on. Dan, you should go.
There's a mind witness still banished. We're not done yet.
That's my job. You worry about the buttons.
I can look at the buttons.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
Triple A's
Rosie
on there
can
for
handle
all.
that.
Everyone
Right.
clambers in. Meanwhile, Ovalin just stays here with you, Dagrim.
Yeah, all right. Hey, Ovalin.
He nods.
Go look at-
corners.
Yeah,
What?
inside it is just a very small, and as you're in here, it's kind of cramped room. There aren't really any chairs or anything like that. But yeah, there's just a very large window that half of it is covered by seawater, as if you're underwater, and then the other half is light. And looking up closer, now that you can look at it closer, you can see the familiar large pillars of the underground sea.
They
Hmm.
were down here, those fuckers.
And there's
we-
like buttons and controls. And
Yeah,
stuff.
so on the sides of these walls, there are essentially consoles where there's lots of buttons and levers, but these are all made out of flesh and bone because it's a living thing.
Right.
It's bit gross looking.
Does that mean there's no big red button I can push?
I would say there is on the right side there is a pale glowing white orb that would stand out amongst all the other buttons.
Well, Rosie,
Kind of sunken into this console.
You want me to press it?
no, we're counting on you to figure out how this thing works.
Oh. DM, can Rosie try to figure out how this thing works?
All right, I'd say give me an Arcana. If you can figure anything out on these weird sets of symbols and letters and shapes and buttons.
24.
24?
Mhm.
Okay. I would say on a 24, it would take you a little bit of figuring out still, just as you're kind of looking at these buttons and symbols. But eventually you would start to get an idea. You would know, do not push that button. That seems to be a planar type button, so to say.
Let's take this campaign off Fortuna.
I
Fucking
press
A.
it, David. Fuck you.
Fuck your plane.
It's riddled with criminals. It's terrible here.
I'm one of them.
I'm just kidding.
Back to
We're going
Ava.
pirate.
Gabagool, more like Gabagrool.
So yeah, I would say you would know that the big one is related to some sort of planar travel. The other buttons seem to be more or less like a console for a ship. However, the interface, you're not exactly sure how to use fully. As you reach out to push some of them, you feel as if the creature, the Nautiloid, is reaching out to your mind, and I will need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
I don't wanna.
Does
Well,
the ring of mind
that's bad.
shielding help that or no?
15
What does that do?
plus 9. Oh, the ring of mind shielding. It doesn't. I think it's basically doesn't. I don't let anybody in my brain that I don't want it to.
Okay.
Yeah, while wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type.
Okay.
Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. That's about it. So probably not.
I would
Doesn't sound
say
like it does much.
Yeah, this is more of it is trying to establish a mental link with you, rather than control you or send any messages or anything like that. But a 24 would not be enough. You are going to take some damage here.
24 is not going to be enough to succeed?
Nope.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's a nautiloid. What, do you think you can just walk up to it? Be like, hey,
Yes.
buddy, could you take me down to Park and Avenue?
Yeah, gimme.
You're welcome to try, Dan.
You are going to take 23 points of psychic damage, Rosie, as this is going to blast you away from the console against the wall.
Jesus.
Ow.
So don't press that one. Got it.
I didn't even press anything. I just got ganked. I didn't even
And yeah, I would say what kind of happened is as you were trying to determine these sigils, it almost felt like just thinking about these sigils was enough for it to try and reach out to connect to you.
Good thing I can't think.
Bubba. I know.
That makes you perfect for this.
Yeah.
No.
Well, the highest int save I can roll is a 19, so I'm definitely not piloting this thing.
That was a 19 plus 5. Like, that was one of my better rolls for that.
Wait, isn't your int a +8?
Arcana's a plus 5.
No, that was an
Well, you're right,
intelligence save.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was a 15 plus 9.
Oh, 15 plus 9. Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, it was just to determine, it was the Arcana to determine what all the symbols did, and then thinking about it is what led it to trying to connect to you, which had you do the save.
I think Rez is
Okay.
still just baffled as to where this fucking guy went. Where'd he go?
Is the big thing back yet?
I would say for expediency's sake, we'll say a minute would have passed, and Dagrim, you feel a familiar pop sound echo in this area. Knowing that the banishment spell has fully worked, it
Mine
is
witness
not coming
done.
back.
It's cooked.
Wait,
It is gone.
No worries about that, guys. We're good.
Good.
well, that would mean the wall of fire's gone too, by the way.
Oh, also, Rez is super tired because haste runs out as well.
It's just like, I'm just gonna go take a seat here and just slump up against
Just
the
give
wall.
me 6 seconds. Sit down at a bunch of buttons.
Well, what's y'all's plan?
I don't know.
Well, yeah.
I'm not touching it again.
Yeah, it seemed like Rosie got like electrocuted or something. I don't know.
I mean, we could try, but we're gonna be burning resources if we try fucking with this thing. Is it still moving? Does it look like?
The ship?
Yeah.
The ship is stationary for what it's worth.
Oh, okay, so the ship is not moving.
Correct.
Well,
Okay.
no one to drive it.
That's good. Okay. Well, we have the helm, which is something.
We do.
Do we... I mean, do we want to try to clear the ship?
Can we go through those papers?
Yeah, we should
That would be
check out what's in those
wise.
papers.
Do you want to take a short rest?
Do
Well, we
need a
should
short
see
rest?
if we have stuff we need or if we need to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you really want a nautiloid ship that we cannot run.
I
we wouldn't
mean,
be able
it's
to do
better
much
than
with
our enemies having it.
it. I bet they
We
can
could
track a
just-
nautiloid.
Right.
Is there a point in this where we like sleep, Dan? I don't know if our current resources will last through the rest of these creatures.
I mean, the ship's not moving, so I mean, theoretically, we could potentially hold this realm. True.
Hold it?
I mean, long enough to get a long rest in.
How?
I would say it's
Do we-
probably unwise
Aren't
to
we
take a long rest
tremendously
on an
cornered
enemy
here?
ship.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I'll be honest, I'm still pretty fresh, but we still got a whole nother floor that we haven't checked out. I feel like they're
Yeah.
going to be coming.
If I get a short rest, I'll be back to full pretty much.
Well, you will be, yeah.
Yeah, that's my thinking. I mean, the marshals can recover pretty much whatever, but there are spell slots to consider.
Yeah. I mean,
I think we look at the papers and make a judgment call based on what we have.
That would be my idea too.
Yeah, that's
It would be unwise to stay on an enemy ship. We don't know what kind of warding they have on these ships or what other technologies may exist. I mean, the ship itself could be even a living being. I'm not sure how these things work entirely.
What if we press all the buttons until it blows up?
I don't know if
If I had
how-
another banishment spell,
I mean, I like that idea. Just blow it up, you know?
I
I
mean,
mean, there's a plane shift button, right?
I could probably figure out how to blow it up.
maybe Bean could press the button while we escape.
No! How about you
Oh, yeah,
press
there
the
you go.
button?
Bean can go on his own adventure.
I will leave you all on this ship and figure out how to blow it up.
Well, I mean, if it's a ship, maybe we can set like a timed plane shift or a timed explosion.
The problem is,
Why don't
give
you
it-
try talking to it, Mr. Robot?
yeah, we're gonna have a hard time connecting with it, given that Rosie's pretty smart and it seemed to have rejected her.
I mean, I'm disinclined to try fucking with something until we have a better idea what our plan is.
We should
Okay,
look at those
can I-
papers.
Dan, can I have the papers, please?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should look at the papers.
Let's find papers.
Papers, please. Also, this is, just to clarify, a window or a screen, like a display showing us the outside?
It is a very thick glass, or like some kind of clear substance window.
Is it
I wouldn't
solid?
say it's glass, but
Or is it
yeah,
like a
you knock on it,
squishy-
it's just like ding, ding.
And does it seem like
But
it theoretically it's very thick, but could be broken?
I mean,
I mean,
you don't know what it's made of, so theoretically, yes.
can I see what's on the other side easily?
Yeah, you can see there's water, and above it is light, which shows you guys are currently in the underground sea somewhere.
Which means I could technically use one of my teleportation options.
I
Do you
don't
think
think you
outside?
want to teleport out there.
Yeah, it's just the
I'm
open
inclined to
ocean.
Agree with that.
I would
I have
assume that
dimension door.
Right.
And
The
I also-
underground sea it's a sea.
it is like the mantle of the earth if it were water.
It is huge.
Well,
Do we
it is
not have it?
gargantuan at least.
Colossal.
So couldn't
even.
we? But we're not underwater, right? We're
You are
on top of the
the
water?
ship is half underwater and half above water.
Presumably we're just kind of floating.
Yeah, out in the middle of who knows where.
And while you could teleport out there, Matt, we don't have any idea where we are in the underground sea.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I'm not confident there's much to be gained by leaving the ship just yet. If there's a way, like, above deck, like onto the top of the ship, maybe.
The only
David,
upward.
can I read the
Okay.
papers? And see if
I
Yes.
thought you were.
Well, I hadn't done a roll yet or anything for it.
So I will say you can these are in their own language. Do you do you speak deep speech?
Nope.
Do you read deep speech?
You would need something else to be able to. You would need something to be able to read this then, or
My God,
or
Dan,
someone.
please just read this and stop looking at the council.
Tongues is
Please?
not a ritual. Is comprehend language? Comprehend language is a ritual. Okay, I'll cast comprehend language then.
Just in case anybody forgot, I actually have the techno magic on-off cantrip. I don't know if that would work with this or not.
Right.
What's that? What is that spell called?
On-off.
I've never heard of it.
It's Unearth Arcana.
Oh.
I'll send it in general.
I feel it fits the campaign fairly well, so I'm fine with it.
I'll send it in general chat.
Okay.
So it's a casting tongues,
Comprehend language. not
or
tongues.
comprehend language. Excuse me.
Comprehend tongues.
Apprehend
You
tongues.
would see that there are a set of signatures, one of which being from, let's see, what was that guy's name?
Is it the dawn?
Or is it all of the dawns are actually
You would see that the name Local the Damned, which you guys would already know is the Black Dragon, in agreement for payments. He is set to guard the main entrance to the Illithid layer. And the next one you would see is a list of targets.
Places or people?
Both. So you would see, and now that you're looking through it, you would notice some of these locations do look similar to that brief glimpse of the map that the mind witnesses were projecting into the main area were showing. You would see the first location is one that you already know. It's the scrying set up on Iodoc's apartment complex. The next one that is planned is Rosie's apartment. The other one is planned. It says that, or it would show that it has not been put into effect yet. Would be the warehouse containing the robot, the goblin, the bones, and the cat lady. Is what it says there.
Lovely.
I'm offended they didn't mention me.
And the targets would be successful, would be horde of goblins. You would see another set being just various different names. None of these really stand out to you. But the ones that you would see that are not successful are none other than the Dawn and Brick, showing that they have not been targeted yet, or they have not been successfully targeted, but they are on the list.
Got it. Okay. So, looks like they're telling the truth.
And then at the very bottom of the list, you would see it would be noted, have to be very careful about this. We need to try and infect local.
Yep. That tracks.
So it seems that local has not been infected, at the very least, according to this paper.
But they wanna.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting.
Come on, dragon, eat your worm.
Okay. Well,
That would be good to show the dragon that they wanted
And
to
that's what I was
infect him.
just thinking.
Maybe we can befriend said black dragon. We
Know
are
about
evil.
Befriending,
We are
but
evil, right, guys?
Just a
maybe
bit disappointed they ain't even trying for our boss. Because that might be a good thing that they don't know who he is.
Yeah, it's probably better to be off the list than on it.
Wait, the list is they want to like infect. Is
Once that there is a list of a few that they have already infected, and a list of ones that they want to infect.
This is essentially a Mind Flayer vision board.
Gotcha.
Yeah, basically.
Any
that's
any names on the already infected that we recognize or seem notable?
Looking through the list, none of these names do ring a bell to you. They don't seem to be anybody important that you know, or anybody that sound important.
Okay.
What's the silliest name on the list?
That would be Zapsulov Ilimen.
Okay. I'm gonna put that in characters.
So we've got what we came for then.
I mean, if that's
Actually, pretty good. That got it.
Yeah, that's true. I'm curious how many more Mind Flayers are on this ship.
Can Rosie? Okay, I have a question, DM.
Mhm.
After seeing a bunch of the stuff on this ship, would Rosie be able to figure out a way to rig it to explode?
Dan is very disappointed in everyone.
If you could rig it to have like an on-off button, then I can remotely activate it. Like
I mean,
the explosion.
Here's the thing. I don't think on-off would work because this is a biological creature, and on-off
No,
is
no.
specifically for electrical stuff.
So what I'm saying, if she could rig the explosion to have an on-off button,
Ah, I see what you're talking about.
then I could remotely activate the
What's the range on it?
60 feet. But if I use that, I can also use my sorcery points, and therefore I can use my phylactery or my shard to teleport another 30 feet, so I can get 90 feet away.
Okay.
Or I could use. Wait, no, that's a distance. Oh, never mind. I don't have that one yet.
I think the biggest issue is this is a living creature. I'd probably need some kind of role in a description on how you'd want to rig it to explode, because this is a living creature. It's not like it's got a stick of dynamite in it.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
like a fuel source is the problem.
Yeah.
Well,
Perhaps.
that's what I was trying to figure out. Is there anything that we've seen that Rosie would be able to use for that purpose?
Hmm.
Here's a thought. We just feed it an absolute shit ton of burritos. Bean burritos.
Ah.
Wells up with
Stinkiest
gas.
kind.
Yeah, wells up with gas. Then Rosie, you firebolt, Deathbringer gets her name.
We give this thing just the worst case of indigestion we can.
Just so much methane buildup.
Sure.
I think I would say, based on what you've seen of the floors, nothing would really strike you as, like a good fuel source for it. Like, there are a few things that you could probably start a fire with, but nothing to like make an explosion.
Okay. I have an alchemy jug.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
No, gross.
Feed it mayonnaise. Fill all the rooms with
Just
mayonnaise.
find the stomach.
It's allergic to eggs.
Think.
Okay.
Does anybody else have oil or poison?
And probably does not.
I
I have-
don't have those things either.
I have a 1 ounce block of an unknown material.
Yeah,
That was the soul stuff, wasn't it?
No, I have a ring of trinkets.
Uh,
I don't have any oil.
Some people, this is like a backstory thing, but I got from people I killed. I've taken some trinkets from them. None of them are actually relevant. They're more just a thing.
Just flavor.
Yeah. But it's an ounce of unknown material, so and a tiny robot crab. That's pretty cool.
Well, I have a question. Since this is like a living thing, and we're at like the base of it, like where, like
you're at the control part of it.
yeah, where it all functions. So
The
if we
helm.
just completely wreck this helm, that should set them back a lot.
The only thing I'd be worried about is if we did that, it might trigger a plane shift, and then we would be gonzo. And I could technically save myself.
Would
Well,
would
good
the
for
plane shift
you.
affect us? Would the plane shift affect us if we're on the outside of the ship?
Presumably not.
But then we'd also be in the middle of the ocean. And I-
Okay, so here's
a problem.
Here's a question: if we get out into the ocean, do we have any way to survive? Is there
No.
anything that any of us have that can get us like a boat or something on the ocean?
No.
I don't think so, unfortunately.
Okay, so
Especially because we're in
I
the
think-
middle of the ocean.
okay, so I think our first priority then, instead of disabling the ship, is figuring out how the fuck to get off the ocean.
Well, I mean, we just go back the way we came.
Yeah, we can just head back, but
Yeah, the portal doors still work.
Correct.
Okay, and how far is the portal door from where we're at?
It's a
yeah.
floor down.
Yeah, it's a floor down.
We
we're
could
ways
probably dig
out.
through the floor. We could just dig through.
Can we cut through the floor?
I mean, we don't need to do that. We can walk.
It's squelchy and sticky, but you could.
I think it'd be faster to just walk down there than to have to dig through solid
That's
creature
true.
stone.
David, would there be a way to like rig it? Well, what would happen if I like poisoned it? The machine would. Could I try to think on that? And I put like.
It's biological. Can you poison?
Because if it's biological, I'm sure it hates fucking poison.
I
Where's
feel
the
like
mouth?
We need to find, like, if we're gonna fuck the creature up, I feel like we need to find what all these buttons link to. Because we just started destroying the controller.
Dan, what's your Arcana check?
My Arcana?
Yeah.
I think it's the same as yours. I have a plus.
You want me-
I'll cast
That's
guidance on
8.
Dan.
You have a +8. I have a +5.
Oh, so you weren't
No.
proficient in. Okay.
I said it'd be a good idea to have Brain Boy take a look at it.
All right.
I'll cast guidance on Dan.
Well, wait.
You got this.
No, thinking about it is what triggers the fucking attack. Is the problem.
Yeah, but you have to.
Well, how are you not going to think about looking at it?
Oh, I'm trying not to think about it.
Here,
It hadn't
no.
hit me yet.
Just think about it, Dan. Just think
Yeah,
You
about
have
because
to
you're not
think about
looking
it
at
to
it.
do anything. so
Just give it a shot.
Oh my god, fine.
it. I'll heal you if something goes wrong.
Oh, you'll heal him, but not me.
I rolled
Oh,
a,
how much health
is that
have you lost?
That's a 13, I
20-something?
think. I'll use my last puzzler's wit to get advantage.
Do you want my inspiration?
Okay, nat 20.
You
28.
should have just started with this.
All right, David.
How does this fucking thing work?
28.
So, on a 28, you are going to feel a pulse ring inside your metal head, inside your very brain, as you establish a connection with this beast. Your eyes dilate as suddenly these symbols and buttons all over the tablet suddenly make sense. You know which one is up, you know which one is down, you know the button is plane shift.
Okay. So is
Dan,
the
your eyes got
creature...
all wide.
Hang on. Are we cool? I'm like looking at the creature. I'm like trying to suss out, is it going to attack me?
You get kind of a wave of puzzling emotions. It's not sure what you are. It's trying to determine whether you are friend or foe. It can't really make it out right now.
You and I are going to be best fucking friends. I promise.
Persuasion.
And he fucked it up.
I mean, I'll use my inspiration on that. This is worth it for sure. Okay. That's 21.
21. Okay. I would say you get a cautious, trepidatious feeling from this creature, but it seems to be allowing you to continue to link with it for right now. So it's keeping an eye on you. Get a sense it's keeping an eye on you, but it is letting you continue for right now.
Hey, listen, buddy. You and me are gonna do great things together. I start to caress the console. Don't you worry. We're gonna have a great fucking time. Alright.
Rosie, what the fuck is he doing?
Rosie's watching Dan like he's a fucking psycho.
So
Dan's just gonna hold a hand out over some of the controls and begin to kind of... and get the ship to start moving.
I don't know what he's doing, but it doesn't seem normal.
He's developed some kind of attraction to this ship, I think.
I think maybe he wants to sleep with it.
Well, he did want to take a long rest in it.
Dan, don't put it in the hole, okay? That might not turn out well.
Wait, do what?
Just do what you're doing.
He is so wrapped up in just starting to like move the ship. So he's that is what Dan wants to start doing.
Look for a self-destruct button.
Using the controls. No. We're moving this motherfucker.
Fucking.
So I'd say I will need you to make a another intelligence, or not a saving throw, a intelligence check for this.
Intelligence check.
Guidance is still active.
With guidance? I got a +1 on that. Okay, so 17.
17. Okay. So on the 17, as you go to push these buttons, you feel more as if, like, you push down with your finger, but it's almost as if instead of your hands pushing the button, it feels like your mind is actually helping this thing move in the direction you want, and it takes some mental effort out of you. So it moves slow at first. It moves slow at first as you're kind of a little cautious, like, okay, should I go this fast, or how fast should I go? And as you start to get an idea of this, you feel the ship start to lurch and pick up speed.
There's an up control, correct?
There's a what?
An up control?
There is up, down, left, right, and X or like up and like physically up and down versus tilting up and down.
I want to go up.
You want to fly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dan, does your brain have access to maps or anything?
I'm sorry, hang on, what?
Can you open a map or something so we can see where the fuck we are?
Hey, baby, you got a map in there? Man, I know you got something.
Oh, please don't make it sexual.
Rosie's
Atta girl. Come on,
Up, down,
where's your
Oh.
map? Wait,
Up,
wait,
down,
no,
down.
hang on. There was a whole fucking map room in the room behind us.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
being projected by the mind witnesses who are gone.
Yeah, that one's not coming back.
Yeah, you would get a negative emotion from this beast. It does not know any map.
That's okay. Listen. They'll come around. All right, I'll talk to them. Don't worry.
I'm fine with the ship. Just stop being creepy.
Yeah, as you lift up, you would see as the water from the lower part of this lifts up into the air, and you guys all feel a lurching movement as kind of have to catch yourself and make yourself steady as this thing lifts further into the air.
You don't think Dan's actually gonna like fuck the ship, do you?
I wish I could answer that.
I'm actually kind of concerned.
I can't look away.
Rez, we have to look away. I think I'm just gonna leave him. I don't know if I want to watch this anymore. This is weird. Rosie's gonna go out into the hallway and watch the door.
I feel like Dan's just got like this bombastic orchestral music playing in his mind. Just this fucking as he like lifts it into the air.
It's not in his mind, he's just singing it.
He's humming it to himself as he goes.
He doesn't realize he's saying it out loud.
I think while this is happening, Rosie's gonna kind of be looking around for ways to destroy the ship.
The music dancer in
No!
mind is playing over the loudspeakers throughout the ship.
It's
It's
melding
like
with his
psychically
mind.
projected.
Yeah, exactly. Scam it.
That's what I'm doing, David, during this. Whatever this is.
As much as you try to ignore it, the ship is blaring out Dan's thoughts, which is apparently a bunch of classical music.
That's because Dan's a classy fella.
Well, Dan, for the time being, you have a flying beast at your command.
Yay!
Try
We
pressing
still
up,
have
up, down,
no
down,
idea
left, right, BA select start.
where we are. I don't know. I mean, now that we're getting elevation, do we see anything in the distance, or does Rez see anything in the distance that would indicate we're near anything in the underground sea?
Are
I
we
would
looking
say-
out the front of the ship, or are we looking out like a side port?
I would say as you lift up into the air and can kind of position yourself while you kind of move the ship forward, you can tell that you're on one of these sides.
Interesting. So
Okay.
I'm looking out the side. I'm not actually looking out the direction I'm going.
Correct.
Could I ask the ship if it can show me what's in front of it?
Does the ship have eyes?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I would say what you would get, I will need you to make a intelligence saving throw.
Could be a lot of these.
I'm probably gonna fail.
Saving
this.
throw, not a check, for what it's worth.
Yeah, it's still just a 21,
21.
and I don't have inspiration.
Okay. So I would say this thing seems to still be willing to trust you, so it is going to kind of give you imagery in your mind of what it is seeing. And it is looking out from either left and right because its eyes are on either side of its head. But you can see pretty clearly it can look out forward, backward, and to the sides. But
All right.
this added mental strain of piloting the ship and looking through another creature's eyes, you're going to take some psychic damage.
No,
Because you did not meet my roll!
your roll is absurd.
You're piloting a giant ship!
I object.
You're going to take 15 psychic damage.
Easy. All right.
It's like Pacific Rim if you get in a Jaeger.
Exactly.
Okay. With that, I'll probably just be like, okay, that one hurt. Ow, that was not great. Hey, Rosie, where did you go?
She walked away.
She's not shit.
Rosie. Dan wants you or something.
I guess Rosie will walk back.
Hey, listen, I want to ask this thing nice if maybe it'll let you, like, reconnect.
Wow.
I can't really see where I'm going without hurting myself while I'm running this thing.
Perhaps that means you should not be piloting it.
No, it's fine. I'm wondering if somebody else maybe is like, navigating, right? If that would be sufficient.
I guess I could try. Where are we trying to go?
I'm looking for the caldera, the big fucking hole.
Are you gonna just fly it through the hole?
Be funny.
Yeah, why not? How else would we get it out?
You don't think that's gonna attract like every cop in the whole whole plane?
What
that
are we
seems like a terrible idea. We should just get out of here, honestly.
Wait, why is that a terrible idea?
Because that would basically create... Well, everyone would attack us.
Well, we
And then we can
fucking
leave.
fail.
Why would we even bring it up?
Cause
So now the entire plane knows that mind flayers are attacking?
yeah,
Actually, that's not a bad.
that's what I was.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think me and Plette are on the same
You know
page
what?
here.
Fine. I'll try. I will try to reconnect with the mind flare guy.
Let's try to fucking offload
Wait,
the
you
mental.
thinking well, like bring it
Dan's-
up into the air,
Dan's
keep
not
it?
saying any of this shit out loud for the record. He does not want the ship cluing into what he's planning.
Chip,
Well,
where
Peter agrees with Plette.
Okay. Rosie will trust Dan and try to reconnect with it.
You would see Zare write down, pulling out on a piece of paper, seeming to catch the idea of the party, and he's going to write. So you think you just fly the ship up, and then we teleport out of here through the doors? Just let people blow it up?
Thumbs up from Rosie.
She's not connected to the ship yet, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Dan is not looking at that paper.
Right.
Rez's. So I would say Dagrim, guidance.
Can
do
you
it.
guidance me, please, Dagrim, with your mystical wisdom?
Initiative on the next... advantage on the next initiative roll. Guidance.
Is that a D4?
Yeah, it's a D4.
Is this Arcana, David?
This is a intelligence saving throw as you attempt to again.
Oh, then guidance doesn't work on that.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah, it's only the check when you try and maintain and use its features. It's a save to connect with it, just like it was originally.
Okay, I got a 19 plus 9.
Okay, so you kind of go up to the symbols, and Dan has essentially told the beast, like, "Hey, you want to let Rosie in on this too?"
She's cool, I swear.
She's got a juicy mind.
I would say you still have a thought of cautiousness from this beast, but as Rosie looks over, Dan, you would hear another voice enter your head, and you would immediately hear it as Rosie in your head. And Rosie, you would hear Dan in your head. You would also hear the emotions of this beast as they come rushing in. Cautiousness, trepidation, but temporary acceptance.
It's
Dan.
weirdly intimate, huh?
Hi, ship. You're nice and fleshy.
You hear a deep "oh."
Rosie's like, oh, I think the ship liked that, and I didn't like that. That made me uncomfortable.
The soul bond.
Can I see the surroundings, please, Shippy? Do you have a name? It's just
I would say give me a intelligence saving throw as it attempts to give you its sight.
oh, I'm using lucky. That was a nat 1.
Well, that would have been bad.
That would have been really bad. Oh no. Okay. 18 plus 9.
Okay. you are going to be given its sight. And just like I described, it can see in front fairly well, and it can see pretty much to the sides and behind it. And yeah, you just kind of see this creature with long dangling tentacles from its back, and in front you see the large kind of cone-shaped shell, or not cone, kind of spiral shell. And yeah, it's just currently flying through the open air. I would say you would not be able to control it directly. You would more just be the eyesight for it right now, since Dan is controlling the direction. So
I know
you
you
can
said
see he can
direction.
pilot.
But I low-key heard erection.
Dan's controlling the erection.
I'm
Noted.
sorry.
He's trying his
He's
best.
not doing a good job.
Hey, I'm trying, all right? I'm holding steady.
Can I ask the ship to guide us to the big hole?
That's a dangerous proposition.
Dan's controlling the erection. Take us to the big hole.
Take it to the hole.
You would hear or you would feel a quizzical emotion flush through both of your minds.
I will share the image of the hole with it, so it might better understand my request.
Rez is just squinting at you guys. Why does this feel weirdly sexual?
Dagrim's
Not
having
now.
too much fun with this.
Fucking hilarious.
I would say it takes a few moments after it gets this picture that you give it to it from your mind, before you would feel a lurch as it turns itself around and does almost a U-turn before quickly picking up. You guys kind of have to hold on to something as this thing catches and starts going really fast. And you can see it starting to dip and dive between these large pillars as you fly through the air. And looking around, this is complete darkness. This is nowhere near any source of light right now, the direction that it's moving in. But you also can't really see any direction of light from where you are at.
I will relay that to Dan. It turned us around after I showed it the big hole.
Okay, that's fine. That's cool. You can live with that.
This is weird, right?
Are you kidding me? This is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. Is this not crazy? This is amazing.
Dan's like, I want to be a mind flayer.
I mean, low key, if they get toys like this, shit. This is pretty sweet.
You feel a happy emotion from the beast.
Oh god. Oh god.
I hear what?
Dan would feel, and you would feel as well, a happy emotion flood your mind. It seems to enjoy the praise.
You're a beautiful
Majestic creature.
thing. Yeah, yeah. I love all the tentacles.
Very fetch.
Dan are just praising the fucking unlimited ship.
Deception.
Hey, I'll roll with advance. I got Rosie's help. Okay, that's a 16 or a 14, so not a huge difference, but 16 plus 5, so 21.
Okay. You would feel another happy emotion in your mind as well as this thing kind of picks up speed even further as it starts going even faster.
Atta girl.
So if we just praise King the ship, it'll fly faster for us. Is that what you're saying, David? You're a
It's
good
getting
little
cheered
ship,
on,
aren't
so it's
you?
showing you how fast it can really go.
You fly fast, you dirty little tentacle slut.
Um,
no.
I'm just kidding. Rosie would never.
What would she think it? Does she commit thought crimes?
She'll commit thought crimes. Fuck it.
Damn, Rosie.
Does Dan hear that?
Dan is aghast.
Dan hears everything, I'm sure.
Yep. There's definitely a point where the two of us are like, just hands over the fucking console. The party's just watching, and then Dan's head just slowly turns to look at Rosie.
I should say both of your eyes are fucking dilated as well still while you're connected with this. So you just stare at her with just fucking whale eyes.
Biggest bug eyes he's ever had.
I feel like she's like, what? It likes it.
Hey, not wrong.
Your turn. You praise King the ship. See if we can get this bad girl to fly faster. So you know she's saying this in the most awkward way possible.
Is she saying this mentally or out loud?
Mentally. She's not saying this out loud.
I think Dan's gonna keep it a little bit more low key. Just be like, "You got this. Come on, I know you can go faster than that." You know,
Lame.
just some playful ribbing.
I would say between the two of your praises, you would come to learn this beast prefers the more classical forms of praise rather than the dirty forms of praise.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense.
They're classy.
Fine.
Are they?
I mean, as classy as a giant tentacle thing can be.
I feel like Rosie would be like, so how fast can you go? Because this is impressive, but I feel like you could really blow our minds. If you really pushed yourself.
Persuasion.
Dan, say something so I get advantage, please. No?
No, you're on your own.
God damn. Rolled a nat 20!
God damn.
For a total of
24. Wait, no, 22.
22.
Yeah,
Okay.
shitty. You like Rosie.
It's fucking great.
So on that, you would feel a determined emotion come from it, as you would feel another lurch in the ship as it reaches top speed, and this is fucking fast. It's actually give me a con save because this thing is going fast.
All of us?
Yep.
Oh.
Actually, no. Rosie specifically. Excuse me.
oh,
Because you are the
Oh.
eyes right now.
Oh,
I'm
got
the
it.
highest? What do you mean I'm the highest?
You're the eyes.
You're the eyes. Of
You're
this.
looking
Oh.
through the eyes.
Got it.
Please don't throw up on the console.
I'm gonna use lucky.
Uh-oh.
I think that's an 18. Yeah, 11 plus 7.
You're holding on for a while as this thing is just whipping past, quick and fast, darting between pillars, and this is not only dizzy, but it is also getting really close to some of these, and it's making you a little upset in the stomach. So you're able to hold on for a little bit, but eventually you're gonna puke.
I feel like she's just gonna be like, she's just gonna like lower herself, just barely touching the couch. She's like, I'm gonna be sick. This is terrible. Fuck it.
Someone get a bucket. I don't have one.
Only Barnaby was here.
Oh my.
Yes.
No, whatever. Just step away from the console when you do it.
Fortunately, Rosie throws up. Why does Rosie always have to be the one throwing up? Jesus.
Because you're the highest.
I can't, so.
He doesn't have a stomach.
Bullshit. So how long does it take us to reach the hole, David?
So I would say this thing is going really fast. You don't really have a good metric because this thing, one, is going so fast and it's in just pitch black. It seems to be going off more sense than anything. So I would say while you do not have a good gauge for speed, you would eventually start to see a light in the ceiling of this underground sea. And about 15 minutes later, it would be very noticeable, and you would be getting very close to it.
Up and out. Let's go.
I'll let everybody know.
Do we want it to go fast or slow while we're up there? Isn't the whole point that they get caught?
I mean, I think I'm gonna try and park it.
Gotcha. Parallel park somewhere.
just fucking stop, like,
Isn't there
fucking
stuff up there, or do you mean like in the air?
in the air. Like, just hang out up in the air over the hole.
I think Rosie would ask the ship to slow down because, as impressive as it is, he is feeling very sick.
What a weird conversation.
Sure. Okay. So it would eventually slow down, kind of going off your command. And from there, so what is the official plan? Because you're going to have to tell this thing what you want it to do.
Like,
I mean,
if we're gonna really go for it, feel like go above it and lay siege to the non-believers.
No,
the
don't.
non-lithid.
Don't actually lay siege.
Not our problem.
Rosie, you've been
Rosie
corrupted.
makes a solid point. It isn't our problem.
That's what Rosie would pitch.
Yeah, let's go grab some people. Let's do the thing at the beginning of Baldur's Gate where he does the grabby tentacles and people get sucked into the machine.
And then people are like, "Are you gonna turn us into mind players?" Like, actually, no. We're just
We're
doing
just
this for
bailing.
fun.
We just thought it was cool. I mean,
Okay.
you're the only ones in control. We can't.
That's
Yeah.
the play, I think, is we
I
go
think
up
that's
there.
the play
and
because that's the only way it's gonna stay up there.
Yeah.
If we're just like, oh, stay up there and do nothing, and then
Reg,
it's like,
yeah.
it's gonna go.
Rez, should we start moving towards the portal?
And just leave them here.
I'll give you a thumbs up.
I mean, they can vortex warp.
I mean, I get dimension. Well, no, I can't.
I
use my
have
fourth level.
Featherfall.
Yeah, they can just bail.
Wait, how are you getting out?
I
And we could follow you.
Yeah, so the thing is, Dan, you are currently at the control console.
Right.
You still do need to push the buttons to move this thing.
Okay. I think Dan is basically just going to get this thing maneuvered over a street until it, like, start grabbing. This will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just going to tiptoe away and try and make for the door.
Well,
Okay.
just like, when you disconnect, just be like, I'm gonna go secure.
I gotta
I'll be right
pee.
back.
Or what is, can this window be opened?
Oh, yeah, sure, I'll ask it. Can it be open?
And as you think about the window and open, you are suddenly met with the sound of wind rushing past as this giant window just opens up like a shutter.
Perfect.
Okay.
I can stay here then.
Yeah, Featherfall can help us all, right?
Yeah. I have enough to cast it on everybody if it doesn't work the first time. With enough.
I mean, shit. If we're just gonna jump out onto like a roof or something, I'll just do it. I'll just tell it like, all right, arc up and down towards the street, and then as it does that, like the peak of the arc, we can jump and like land on a building.
You have fun now. Just go nuts. I mean, that's only gonna work until another mind flayer gets up to the control room.
Right, but the important thing is that people see this thing.
Yeah.
Does anybody have like stone wall or something
No.
like that?
This thing's not made of stone, anyways. Except for
Yeah,
the
but I think you
doors.
can create it with that spell.
That's wall of stone.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I'm thinking.
That's a 5th level, I think.
Oh. Is it? I thought it was a 4th level.
Stone shape is the 4th level.
Alright, so what's y'all plan?
Fly into the sky, jump out of the window, tell this thing to go nuts, have fun, grab some people.
I am going to, before we do that, I'm going to rig this area. I'm going to cast grease and try to make like a little trap so that if somebody like flies through this hallway or something, it'll knock over a torch into the grease and light the whole chamber on fire.
Okay.
Alright.
Give me a general intelligence check to see how quickly you can make something like that.
Okay.
So fast.
22.
22. Okay. I would say it wouldn't take you too long. You'd probably set up. If I had to imagine, you'd probably do just like a string trap where it's like they step on it or pass through it, and it knocks the torch over.
Yeah, I
Just
think
at
I would kind of do
upper
it
level.
a little higher than usual just because I
Yeah.
know lids can fly.
Yeah. So yeah, knowing that wouldn't take you too terribly long to set it up. I'd say probably in the amount of time for them to get up to the open crater, as it would start to dip up and get bathed in sunlight, and you guys would start to see as you rise into the sky the cities from below as this thing starts to descend down.
Can we tell what district we're over?
You are
It's,
currently
Fortuna
over.
District.
Well, this
What's the
would
name of the plane?
this at the crater. All three districts are basically here. There's a spot to go to each district from this.
Oh, the border.
Because you're essentially in the middle. Yeah.
Got it.
So I would say, with that said, you are closest to the Harmonia district.
A little bit,
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ooh, I'll tell it to go aim for the Capitol building.
The one of the skyscrapers.
Whatever the Capitol building is, wherever the world government.
Wait. What is AAA's
That's-
brothers building?
That's in the Ambia district, for what it's worth. Dan.
I would say let's head there then. Let's stick
Okay.
this thing on the world government. Let's get some motherfuckers involved in this.
Wait.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
What's that, AAA?
You said, let's scare the shit out of the entire city.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Check it out, everyone. Mind flares.
I would like to jump off before we get to that district.
Yeah.
Is Fortuna on the way? Like our
The Ventura district.
Yeah, is that on the way?
I mean, you guys are pretty much right in the middle as this thing comes through, so
I think we're gonna be walking a ways no matter what we do.
We can get a taxi.
Yeah.
Is there any like, just as a final thing, is there any like external megaphone where you could be like, "We are the mind flayers. We are here to take over your plane."
I'll ask it if there's a foghorn or something, like a cool fucking sound thing it can do?
Please insert burrito
Ooh,
into
ooh, do the
hole.
moan. Do the moan. Make it big. Just over the city.
Your loudest moan, please.
So I would say, as you think about outdoor speaker or saying, essentially talking about outside sounds, you would suddenly hear your own voice being your own thoughts being projected out from this thing.
Oh, shit.
Do it, Dan.
So you suddenly hear
Declare the
classical
mind
music
players.
blaring at the time.
Yeah, you just hear the classical music he's been imagining this whole time blaring. And as soon as he realizes, it's like,
Rosie laughs. Do you hear Rosie laugh? I'm just curious.
Gotcha,
It's like-
suckers!
It's like two people fighting over a microphone. You just get pauses between another person and then someone else.
I feel like as soon as she realizes, she like stifles her laugh as much as possible. She's like, "Oh no, no, no."
Okay. So yeah, you do this as you are turning it towards the Ambia district and pretty much setting it on a direct line for the large building that you would know it houses the world government.
Alright, I'll just go bashing all their windows and just start grabbing people. It's gonna be great.
We're gonna bail.
Is it
Yeah.
day or night out?
I'll do my
It
as
is
a
day.
parting impression of Mind Flayer. My best like schlip schlorp herber blurben horben
That's
blorben and
racist.
fucking jump out the window.
That's a terrible note to leave. Just tell it like, and hey, whatever schmuck comes up here to control you next, they're an asshole.
Yeah.
Don't listen to what they have to say.
Yeah.
We're the
Don't
best.
listen to a damn thing they say. You and I have something special.
Sayonara.
Alright, so I'd say to tell it to do all this, give me one last intelligence saving throw for you to tell it this.
I'm gonna bleed out. Well, it's not terrible. 17 plus 8, 25.
Meets it, beats it.
Hey, there it is.
You feel like a slight tinge of pain in your head as you realize this is taking a toll on you. But you are able to guide this thing and command what you want it to do. And with that, yeah, it seems fairly amicable at the time, and you can feel the tentacles below it starting to reach down and grab people as it zooms forward. It's just grabbing quickly as it's rushing forward towards that main
Alright,
building.
let's get moving.
Alright. Yeah, we're bailing. Tuck and roll. Feather full.
All right. So as you guys are all jumping out, I imagine to like one of the apartment roofs.
Yeah.
We'll try to aim for something.
I can create a dimension door to get us to the roof.
You can get one person to a roof.
We can
Does
just
the dimension door only work for one person?
Yeah, dimension door is only one person.
I thought it was two people. Yeah.
Oh, him and someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
We can feather fall.
I'm
I
not
think
super worried about
that's
where we
fine.
land.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Rosie has
Rosie has
Featherfall.
feather fall.
It
Oh.
targets up to like a shit ton of people.
8 people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
we're
we
good.
have
I think
Sounds
that's
good.
literally everybody.
we have 7, so we're good.
But I did cast grease and I set up that fire trap, so.
If anything comes up here, it's lighting on fire.
Nope, that's good. So, okay. So, yeah, you guys all jump out right as you cast Featherfall. And you guys start floating down as this. You can now see the pure size of this thing. This thing is gigantic as it flies past you. And Rosie and Dan, I will need you to make another intelligence saving throw.
18. So
Think
20.
This is where Rosie dies. I rolled a 12.
Rolled a bad.
Take
I'm
my
not
inspiration. I don't need it.
12. Inspo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to get a point anyway at the end of the session, so.
Oh, that was worse.
You're welcome.
Uh-oh.
So, 13.
So Dan, what did you get?
26.
26. All right, so Dan, you are fine as you feel the connection suddenly snap from your mind, and you are more or less unaffected. You're kind of relieved now. It's like, oh, that's a weight off my mind, quite literally. As for Rosie, that snap is a bit much, and you are going to take 22 psychic damage, as it feels like your brain was just trying to be pulled through your skull.
Ouch.
Owie.
I'm kind of alive.
But with that said, yeah, she just lands and just fountain down her nose.
No, I was just gonna say she coughs up some blood.
There you go.
I will look at the Deathbringer, and I will be like, "No worries, I can help you." And I will cast freaking life transference.
I can help you.
Oh, I'm gonna hurt myself a lot here.
You could just cast Cure Wounds.
I don't have cure wounds. So I'm gonna take 27 damage, and you're gonna gain 54.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's
doesn't it
healing.
double what's gained?
It
Or double what's lost?
Yeah,
Oh,
double what's
that's
lost.
cute.
That's neat.
There
That's a
you
very
go.
like emergency. Like I need this person to be healthy.
Well, she also has the feather fall.
Sure.
Prefer her not
She
to
looks
be.
great again, besides a little bit of blood on her shirt.
Your brain is back in your skull.
Yes.
Your brain feels much better.
Dagrim recognizes that brains outside of skulls is generally a bad thing.
So do we land on a roof? Or
Yeah,
do
I would say as you jump down, you would float, and you would all be able to kind of do little running landings as you guide down onto a apartment roof. And at this, Ovlin and Zare immediately just run over to the edge of the apartment, and they're just watching this Nodloid just wreak havoc.
I think
You
we're
hear
just-
lots of screaming and gunfire and people running as this thing just mows down through this street.
We're just watching
Dan's
the
eyes
show.
are just. Yeah, Dan's eyes are all bloodshot, and it's slowly starting to contract. He's like, "Oh wow, mind flares! I can't believe it! What a tragedy! We should get out of here."
Do you want to watch the show, Dan?
Also, we need to go
I don't want to
back.
be near this thing in case somebody saw us falling out of it.
Also, we need to get back to the apartment complex because
Yeah, all
The
our
other
stuff
per-
is out there.
Where
With
the
the
Yeah.
fuck was that relative to where we are?
it's in the Ventura district.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys are in the Ambia district.
we're not
It's a bit of
super
a
far, though.
trip.
Wait, I'm really curious. How far away is those apartment complexes?
Which apartment complex? Your guys's?
The one,
The one-
that we entered to start this whole quest.
Oh, okay. It is fairly close. I would say it's not on the path of destruction, but it is close.
How
Let's
far?
go
How
there.
close is close?
That's where all our stuff is.
Is that within a day's travel by taxi?
Yeah, you'd be able to get there within a day.
Yeah,
Within
just
like
like-
half a day, I'd say, because you're in the same district.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I want to try and find a payphone so I can call the paladin chick and let her know, like, hey, we're out, we're good.
How
we
would
got
you
the
call
shit.
her?
I don't know. She have a phone?
Does she have a cell phone?
I don't know.
Does she have sending?
Sending stuff.
Not prepared.
Whatever.
Wow,
She'll be
man.
there when we get
What,
there.
you think we got some kind of thing where it's like a phone that you can put in your pocket?
I don't know, man.
Heck
I
are
saw a
you
lot of
thinking?
things while I was in
That's
there.
crazy
It's
talk.
just visions of the future. It's coming, guys, whether we want it or not.
Now, I mean, I got a rock that I can talk to one guy with, but I mean, I can't talk to everybody with that.
Well, can you tell him to tell her to meet us somewhere?
Maybe I can pass it on, yeah.
Yeah, do that.
And yeah, you'll hear him. He pulls a rock out of his pocket and he whispers into it. And once he's done, he just puts it away. All right, now let Britt know.
Meet us where? At the warehouse?
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's get back to the warehouse then.
Already said she'll have something cooked up for us when we're back.
Perfect.
Lovely.
Well, I'd say went about as well as it possibly could have.
I
Oh,
think
now for
Rosie's just kind of staring at the nautiloid, going, "Oh my god, I am a horrible person."
You did
I'm a
good,
war
Rosie.
criminal.
Dan's just gonna clap Rosie on the shoulder, just like pull her to a side hug, just like that was fucking amazing.
This is when Fortuna implements the TSA.
Something to that effect.
So I would say that would probably be a good point as any to stop for the night. Having just jumped off the Nautiloid and you guys are now working your way back. Yeah, I think that's where we will call it for the night, unless anybody has any last minute things they want to ask.
No further questions.
you could.
Nope.
But I will look over to Rosie and I'll say, I won't let harm come to the Deathbringer.
Being weirdly nice.
And he's got like a slightly bloody nose from giving you part
Well,
of his life.
Rosie, you did something that I very much appreciate, is bringing a lot of people's lives to an end.
She sure fucking did.
I can very much appreciate the terrorist. We're an evil campaign.
You're not helping Rosie right now. She's over here looking at the destruction like, what the fuck have I done?
He's got the biggest smile on his face. Just like, yeah, we did it.
Dank
It's
smile.
fucking sirens and fire.
It's
and
sad to
smoke.
see the souls go to the wrong place, but you're moving in the right direction.
Your heart's in the right spot.
Yeah. Maybe not where you want it to be.
I feel like Rosie's like, I need to be alone for a second. And then she probably is gonna go like behind a dumpster and throw up.
All right. So yeah, good session, everybody. I think that's where we'll call it. But first, let's do an MVP before we call it.
I mean, I'll hand it to Dan for controlling the Nautiloid initially.
I'll send it to Rosie.
Because Dan was the one who got the nat 20 on control.
That's true.
True.
Like, damn.
I don't think that was a nat 20, was it?
No, it was.
There was definitely a key nat 20.
Yeah, it was a
in
nat
there
20 plus 8.
on the
I mean,
Nautiloid.
I would give it to myself for getting rid of the mind witness, but you know.
I mean, I was gonna give it to Rosie for being my eyes on the mind flayer boat.
Rosie's so horrified. I just want y'all to know that. She's gonna like take a moment in the street, have like a mild mental breakdown, and then be like, "Oh, okay."
Don't worry, we're not too far from that.
We're all
from the room.
tremendously proud of you.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I mean, everything Rez says sounds sarcastic, but that's actually true.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Dan will lean in close enough so only she can hear. You were thinking some wild fucking shit to that boat.
Her face goes so red. She's
That,
Her
Dude,
face
it's like-
goes rosy.
that was amazing. The boat loved it. Can you fucking believe that worked? That was so cool.
I don't ever want to talk about that ever again. Okay, thanks.
Why? What do you mean?
I just that was inappropriate, and I shouldn't have said that or even thought that.
No, it literally picked up speed when you call it a bad little girl. That was amazing. It was so
Say that
good.
out loud.
That ship was a fucking. Such a shame we had to throw it to the wolves.
Does anybody hear that
She
conversation?
said, what?
I mean, whatever you thought was basically on the speakers. So
Wait, the whole time?
No, not the whole time. Just when they turned it
That
on.
was
right?
the speakers turned on after we got above
Yeah.
ground.
yeah, the outside speakers. I was talking about the internal speakers
Oh.
Wait,
when
seriously?
Dan was playing classical music.
Oh my god, you're right.
Everyone heard Rosie calling the mind flayer a bad little girl.
It's canon. Can't be undone.
I feel like someone, you're just like, remember when you said bad little girl? She's like, no, please, I don't want anyone to know I said that. And everyone's like, oh.
We all heard you.
We
I
heard
was just
it.
like, just mortified.
Dan was like, you heard it? How did you hear? Wait, no. How did you hear it?
Everything was playing on the speakers inside the ship.
Why? No, it wasn't. Even me. No, but it was just Dave's
I
music.
thought that sounded more real than it. Oh my god!
Oh god. No. I didn't. I just. It seemed to like it, I guess. She's panicking.
Oh, this is the best day I've had in a long fucking time. This is great. Is anybody hungry? I feel like I'm hungry.
I just imagine us walking down the street and you guys are having this conversation, and in the background you just see this ship and explosions in the background.
Destruction.
All these cars rushing by.
There's people screaming, and we're all just all really calm.
Yeah.
Let's get
Finally.
waffles.
Good fucking day.
I haven't had a square meal in almost a decade, but I feel like I could eat.
I wouldn't try it.
I feel great. That was so cool.
Can we never bring up that conversation ever again? I just want to pretend no.
I'm gonna cherish that memory for fucking ever. Are you kidding me?
Thankfully, it'll be saved as a VOD.
Alright. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna call it for the night then. Everybody gets an RP point along with the MVP.
Wait, who's the MVP?
Oh yeah, who did
Yeah,
we
2
decide
and
as
2.
MVP? Yeah.
It's a AAA tiebreaker again.
AAA.
AAA. Who deserves an RP point?
Mark.
Let's see. I think Rosie does.
Rosie did it.
Is it because I called the
Hey.
ship a bad girl?
Yes.